Hey, how's everyone doing today? How are you, my dear traders? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's our lovely trading marathon by Olymp Trade. Here is Thomas, and later on I will be joined by Vlad, and we are going to conduct the following trading session for you today. Today we have something unusual, something special, something that we haven't done in a long time, and this is called the trading marathon, right? So in this event we usually trade and we talk about theory, and we do this for about, we are going to see is trading, and also we are going to talk about interesting theoretical topics like, yeah, here it is. So I'm audible and I'm visible. So we are going to talk about psychology of trading. We are going to talk about Crash 300, and we'll also talk about Excel strategy and kind marketing strategy, and the most interesting part, which we are going to start with, basically, is finally contests are back. So how's everyone doing today? Let's maybe wait 1-2 minutes before everyone joins in this lovely session, and then we'll begin. So Akpak says, I hope Thomas is conducting the webinar. Yes, I am. So it'll be me and Vlad, as I said. Right, we love Olymp Trade. Woo! I love Olymp Trade too. Olymp Trade is a wonderful trading broker. And so while we are waiting maybe just one or two more minutes, I'm gonna brag a little bit. I'm gonna show off my trades a little bit. One of my best trades this month definitely is my trade on USD JPY. I really managed to catch this double bottom formation because basically USD JPY I've been following close. So this asset I've been following very closely. It's the so-called asset in play or stock in play. Sometimes when people who trade stocks, they usually refer to them as stocks in play. So basically this asset is really hot right now, and you can see how volatile it is. Like this asset can really cover the distance of like 3% or 2-3% within within 1 day. So that's highly volatile, and also it's very technical because, as you can see, this asset USD JPY follows the current trend line very closely. So let's add some instrument, like a quick instrument, which will be a trend line. And here it is. So as you can see, it's very accurately follows this trend line. So my idea here was to do a counter trend trade, basically because we traveled first of all 10 points on this asset, and then second of all, basically there were not so many corrections, not so many pullbacks, and then there was this wonderful drop, and then this double bottom formation. All right, so guys, I'm still holding some of my crypto trades, so crypto assets trades, like so Bitcoin is still there. Some of my trades I closed it partially, and then I'm still holding on this the remaining portions, and also Dogecoin, Cardano. So all these assets I'm still in them. I haven't closed them because these trades are in the money. Now that's it about my trades so far. Now is Olymp Trade good for a Jamaican? Well, I mean, Olymp Trade is good for everyone, for anyone, and it doesn't really matter which country or which continent you are from, because with proper education, with proper analysis, anyone can become a successful trader. And it's more, it is a matter of how disciplined, how devoted you are to trading, how, like, in a way, how fanatic are in terms of trading. So it doesn't really matter absolutely which country you are coming from. So can Asia composite up in forex? Yeah, so let's talk about that in a little while. Now let's do something that I've been really wanting to do for a long time. Let's talk about contests. So right now I'm posting three, basically it's the same message, but just to sort of attract your attention, I triple pasted it in the chat. So please check whether this link works, so guys, what you are about to see in this in here is basically your so your account number on the platform, your name, and so which country you are from, just because we are curious where you're coming from today, so watching this webinar. And also and then you need to make a forecast with a duration of 60 minutes. So imagine you're about to make a trade with a duration of 60 minutes, and you basically need to choose, you need to make a decision, like very simple, will Asia Composite Index go up or will it go down? So it is as simple as that. So Asia Composite Index up or down, Europe Composite Index up or down, Commodity Composite Index up or down, and the euro against the United States dollar up or down. That's it. After we are done voting and making our collective mastermind forecast, then I will open these trades according to your votes on my account. And then if 3 of these trades close with profits, 3 out of 4 close with profits, then everyone will get $15 in the form of risk-free trade. So everyone who voted, it doesn't matter whether you vote right or whether you vote wrong, everyone wins. But in a case that all 4 trades close with a profit, then everyone gets $30 of risk-free trades. Well, basically, yeah, there are not so many, there aren't prizes for forecasts if all 4 trades close with loss, or say 3 of them or 2 of them close with loss. So the idea is to provide correct forecasts. So please do this. And yeah, we have, let's set times. Okay, so 4 minutes I think will be enough for this contest. And I already have the first reply from Mr. Prabal from India. So, dear traders, I hope that the rules of this contest are are clear, and basically, yeah, you can make your votes, and then we'll continue trading together. So, yeah, we have 3 minutes, 3 more minutes. So don't be in a rush, don't hurry, but at the same time, don't take too long when forecasting. So it is very interesting to see what our trading results, what our trading forecast results will be, and how well our forecasting machine works. So I'm really excited to see that. Guys, I see quite a few questions, at least 2 or 3 questions I saw in the chat asking about deposit and withdrawal problem. So sometimes this problem is really there, but customer support and our finance department, they work tirelessly in trying to resolve these issues. So whenever you have a deposit or a withdrawal problem, so please contact your account manager. So in case you have a dedicated VIP account manager, please do contact them. If you don't have that person, if you don't have this dedicated VIP account manager, so please contact a customer support representative. And trust me, 99.999 cases are resolved in the favor of traders. So all your money is always found and is always either credited back to your trading account, or we send it, like, say, once again, until finally this money actually reaches you, and yeah, and basically you trade with that money, or you enjoy your profits, and well, actually it's up to everyone what to do with their hard-earned profits. When you open trades, yes, so after we are done with this contest, I will open trades. I will start trading with my real funds on Crash 300 index. So I wanted to do like this. So the 20th of December, so the amount will be $2,012. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, $20 will be enough for these trades. And I'm going to demonstrate you the results of our polling in just a few minutes. So let's spend maybe 2 more minutes waiting for everyone who wanted to express their will and their forecasting talent. Guys, there are no mistakes in this contest, in this particular contest. There is no right or wrong, so don't be afraid, don't be shy to make your forecast, and the more the more forecasts we do, well, the more interesting the contest will be, and our marathon in general. All right, so my dream is to make 20k USD so that I can go abroad for MS. So I don't really know what MS stands for, but that's a wonderful goal. So I think with $20,000 you can really travel the world. I mean, like, you can really do you can do this around the globe journey with $20,000. All right, so price action or indicator, which strategies will have high success rate fixed time trading? Well, both can work. It all depends on your experience as a trader. It all depends on your experience. Well, let me put it like this. There are strategies, there are traders who prefer price action, and there are strategies, there are traders who only trade with the help of indicators. I tend to use both. I don't really normally use exotic indicators. Like, for example, I know this people talk a lot about Donchian channels, and people talk about the Chaikin oscillator. So these are quite exotic ones, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I prefer the old-fashioned RSI indicator, SMA indicator, and I know all that stuff. So Bollinger Bands, yes, Bollinger Bands, fine. The Fibonacci levels, the Fibonacci retracement, all this stuff works great. So my dear traders, I see 16 results in our collective trade so far, as you can see. Okay, finally we have 17. All right, so let's do the photo finish, right? So Asia Composite Index, 17 votes, and the majority votes for down trade. Europe Composite Index, down trade. Commodity Composite Index, down trade again, and Euro USD, the majority votes for an up trade. So right now I'm going to open trades according to your polling. So let me start with Euro USD. I open up trade, and the remaining 3 assets, Commodity Composite Index, it'll be a down trade, and Europe Composite Index is gonna be a down trade, and Asia Composite Index, it'll also be a down trade. So beautiful. So I will not accept any more answers. So thanks everyone who have participated in this contest, and yeah, let's jump straight into trading. Well, guys, there are so many questions in chat and so much activity today. I'm really excited about it, but I just don't really have time to read all of them. So yeah, let me just start trading the Crash 300 index, and we'll see. So Crash STM 300. Right. Okay, so now it's the real name, the actual name is Crash STM 300. So many people, like in fact, many people have asked me to trade this index and to show how to use, how to apply different techniques. So guys, it's going a little bit difficult. I'm just saying, like, it might be a little difficult because I might be combining various strategies in the next 40 minutes of trading, but the idea is I'm trying to basically show you how this, well, pretty much how which trading strategies you can apply with this index. So first of all, strategy number one. So strategy number one is this. It's called a counter crash strategy. So what you do in this strategy is, and I can also write down the P&L in my account, so we can all see what my initial trading amount is. So it's 104.6, I think it was 671, right, before I opened this trade. And we'll see from there. So there are two classic ways how you can trade this index. So option number one is you open trades. So if you look closely at this asset, you're going to notice how unique this asset is, and pretty much how it works, right? So we have these series of green candlesticks. They are all of the same size, and then we have these red candlesticks, which are all of well, pretty much they can be different in size, and sometimes they there can be a group of them, like 1, 2, 3, 3 red candlesticks in a row. And also, as you can see there, hold on, this is my Forex trades. So as you can see, sometimes there might be one red and then it's followed by one green, then another red, two green. So that's pretty much the mystery of this asset or any other asset. So basically, how do you predict like what kind of pattern, what kind of repetitive pattern you are trying to spot on this chart? So, and obviously, according to this logic, you can have multiple variations. So you can either hope that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles. Oh, wow. So in this example, first unlucky one, basically, as you can see, it crashes. So there was this basically counter trend trade. And yeah, so this asset closed, this trade closes with a loss, unfortunately, but that happens. And now the question is, in which direction do I open my next trade? So as you can see, this asset also follows the laws of technical analysis, and you can also open, you can use price action patterns like this one. So we have this double bottom formation, right? So this support level is there pretty much, and I'm opening an up trade. Now another interesting aspect to trading this instrument is that so it has this quite unique mechanics of profits. As you can see, each green candlestick represents, well, I know the answer already because I've measured that already, and each green candlestick accounts for 20% change in price. So let's watch this closely. So in the beginning of the next candlestick, so in 15 seconds, so now I'm making this profit of +9, okay, so +10% off of my amount. And yeah, let's see what happens in the beginning of the next candlestick. Okay, so it was around plus 14%. So recently I had quite a few successful ones. I think I made, yeah, like this plus 380%. So on one of my trades, I guessed this top pretty correctly. Exactly right, and that was my trade. All right, we are down trading actually. All right, so let's see what will be my next move. So with my next move, I plan on increasing this amount. So basically do the so-called loss compensation system or the martingale principle, and I'm going to open another counter trade, right? So I'm countering this crash. So, well, I mean, obviously now I see that probably I should have, I should have opened more of down trades, but I was expecting this that this asset would go up. So, dear traders, that is the pretty much strategy number one. So after red candlesticks, you open up trades, and the most difficult question or the most difficult part of this strategy is to pretty much know when to exit. Do you exit after 4 green candlesticks? Do you exit after 2? Do you exit after say 5, 6? Because if you close your trade right after 2 or 3 green candlesticks, then oftentimes you would leave so much profits on the table. So that is a little bit that's like you never know which in which direction, in which pretty much, yeah, that's we never know what the future is, and that's why it's so difficult to pretty much make this kind of forecasting. Yeah, I see comments like this: guys, don't trade Crash 300 because it's too risky to trade it. Well, I wouldn't say it's that much riskier than, for example, 5-second or 15-second trades, because those trades, if you trade the 5-second trades, 15-second trades, and you use pretty big amounts of money, then it might be even more dangerous, right, or more risky. But on the other hand, with Crash, so we call it now Crash STM index, I think you can get quite a nice profit, and this profit is not really limited to just 90 or say 82, 90, 85, 93%. So profit here is kind of unlimited, and I mean, I would say it definitely is unlimited. So there is no upper cap on your profit. So as long as your so for example, imagine I opened my down trade here, right? And then I would probably, by here, I would be making like, I would have made plus 300%. Now that is of course the problem, because we never know when this next crash will happen. Now, let me now, so I'm still holding on to this trade. Okay, so I'm still holding this trade, not closing this trade. Okay, let me take just one question, and then I'll switch gears and we'll talk about some other topic associated with Crash 300. So how are you able to get plus 200% in Forex? How are you able to hold that much? What do you see in market? What chart time? Wow. Well, Mr. Yohoho Hehehe. Well, your question basically comprises, it includes so many different aspects like money management, psychology, and strategy. So all three aspects to this. How am I able to hold it? Well, with experience, after you trade maybe for 1 year, for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, the longer you stay in trading, in this business, because I call business a trading, or I refer to trading as business, the more you realize that the real money, all the big money, is made on long term. So even though trading, FTT mode of trading and short-term trades can be profitable, it is profitable, it can be profitable, but the real money, all the big money, is made when you stay in trades for weeks, for days, weeks, months, and sometimes even years. Not just me, but I would say almost all traders who've been staying in this business for 5+ years, they all, most of them, they all hold positions. Okay, so let me go ahead and close this trade. Okay, so I've taken the profit. Now, let's add an indicator called SMA. So it'll be our favorite indicator. Okay, so SMA 20. And I also I would like to add SMA 50. So basically 2 simple moving averages, and this one be blue and this one is orange. Okay, so guys, now the second part what I'm going to do with this instrument is I want to try and trade. I want to catch this crash. Okay, so we are in a hunt for a crash. So let's see, let's count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candlesticks in a row, and I also have this resistance level. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate you is the so-called catching the crash. I call it catch the crash strategy, and it now works under a little different principle. So with why I like to open down trades with Crash STM index, because you don't have slippage. So on the side, from the point of view of risk management, this strategy or this approach is much safer one, because you're never going to experience the so-called problem of slippage. But at the same time, since as you can see, one candlestick accounts for 20% change in the value of the position, of our position. So it means that my trade is only enough for, say, around 2 candlesticks. So after that, I'm gonna have to use the loss compensation system, right? I'm gonna have to start compensating for my loss in case it happens, and I will have to increase the amount of my trade. So maybe I should say something else about this strategy. So yeah, the main aspect about this. Oh, okay, don't have to close. Boom, closing. So I didn't even have to wait. I didn't have to open the second one. Now, guys, as you can see, this asset, it's all about repetitive patterns, and sometimes it's about counting the odds. What's the odds that we are going to see 10 green candlesticks in a row? So how often does that happen? So does it happen often? Does it happen rarely? And so on and so forth. So yeah, and as you can see, now I have this so SMA 20, the 20 SMA, which oftentimes predicts these drops in price. Okay, so now I open up trade. Okay, so after crash, we can hold on this trade for maybe 2 candlesticks, because then after 2 candlesticks, after 2 green candlesticks, oh, boom. Nope, we are dropping, we are further dropping. So as you can see, the problem of slippage is there, and my trade closed with a little bit of slippage. But now 1, 2, so let's see how many red candlesticks in a row can there be. All right, so I go ahead and I open another trade now. Oh, wrong timing. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, so up trade here. Now, while we are trading with Crash 300 and while I'm holding on this position, let's have a look at our FTT trades. So FTT trades with a duration of 1 hour, 3 of them are in profits, 3 of them are in the money, and 1 is out of the money. So, but we still have pretty long time, yeah, and they're so close to their opening quotes. So Crash STM 300 index. All right. So another question about deposit. So I deposit in Olymp Trade app, but amount not credited my account 11 days back. So dear traders, in such cases, please address such queries to customer support department. They will gladly help you. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes a few days to find your deposit, because sometimes it's not, I would say, like in most cases, it's not really our fault. It's the intermediary payments providers who are, between us and you, basically. And sometimes they have just some problems, and unfortunately, we cannot do anything about it. And they just basically tell us, yeah, we have this problem, the money is stuck, and we're like, so what do we do? And then there is nothing we can do about it. So the next question is, Thomas, how did your colleague made a lot of money in Crash 300? Which strategy he used? Well, which colleague do you refer to? I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, Crash 300. Look, if you are able to, for example, let's imagine you managed to predict this, for example, say this top, and since from today, maybe from say from 4 days ago up until today, you've managed to hold on this trade, and by now you would be making plus 700. Okay, so it's another crash. So it seems that I'm not really on the right side of the market, because it now crashes instead of going up. Okay, and I was expecting it would really go up. So I'm doing this a little bit of a counter trend thing. So that's again the issue of knowing when to open trades and when to close, and that I wouldn't say that's an easy thing to do, because oftentimes it's yeah, I would say it can be difficult, because sometimes you expect that there will be like a green wave, and then that green wave turns into, yeah, like this one, another drop. So if I've managed to hold on to this trade up by now, I would already be making like this much money. But I'm basically trying to find this. I started off with this counter crash approach, and pretty much that is why I'm like really trying to demonstrate this thing, and also to demonstrate that even with the counter crash approach you can make money with it. But sometimes the less action you take, the better your results become. So sometimes it's all about the so-called buy and hold approach. So you buy, for example, imagine some people bought Bitcoin back in 2012, 13 at probably $10 or $100, and they're still holding it, and their unrealized, their P&L is close to tens of thousands of percent. Alrighty. So here is the deal about this Crash 300 index. So this asset, it also follows the laws of technical analysis, and technical analysis can work pretty well. I mean, if you look at how accurately the RSI indicator predicts entry points, you're going to be surprised, in fact, how accurate sometimes it is. So as you can see right here, so we have this let's call them 3 black crows. That's a pattern from technical analysis, like a very classic one. So we have these 3 black crows, and they're also followed by a signal from the RSI indicator right here. And also 1, 2, 3, again 3 black crows, and boom, reversal. And here is another example, right? So we are like overbought, and from this overbought signal, basically, we open a down trade. And then sometimes, all you need to do is you just need to sort of buy and hold. That's the approach that works well with, I would say, almost all ways, all modes, and all trading instruments. So you buy and hold, and you buy and forget. Another thing is buy and forget. But sometimes maybe like this one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, crash. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, crash. 1, 2, 3, 4, crash. And then 6 and crash. So, I mean, I cannot really, show you all the patterns that that are there, right? So anything that that can happen with this Crash 300 index, Crash STM 300. So you need to do a little bit of due diligence, and you need to maybe examine to learn how it works, like to sort of do this backwards trading, like the so-called paper trading, back testing of this strategy, where you just open this, you would roll this asset like backwards, and you would see, all right, 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe some of you will be able to write like a script that sort of calculates, because I mean, like, it's so easy. Like red candlestick, because so how do you define a red candlestick? So opening price is higher than the closing price, and vice versa with the candlesticks of growth. So you open, and then you calculate, basically it's all about probability. And I mean, I sometimes go visit trading conferences, and I talk to regular traders, like because in those conferences I also refer to myself as a trader, like just a trader. And during those coffee breaks and after parties, etc., we just talk about, I talk trading with different people, different traders, and they all might have a little bit of a different approach that is, like, say, differs from mine. from my approach. And yeah, with these people, they they tell me their stories, and we all have different things, different patterns. We pay attention to different aspects of trading, and yeah, it's all about exchanging opinions. It's all about gaining some expertise from each other, learning from each other. So I was about to close this trade. I really felt I should close this trade, but so 1, 2, 3, yeah. So maybe another thing, when we are doing counter, say 1, 2. So yeah, let's watch closely. All right, so another drop. I was expecting this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it seems that we are currently in this down trade phase, and maybe, or probably, it's very likely that I should be closing trades maybe after 3 or 4 candlesticks. So that's basically what I'm explaining to you right now. What I'm talking about is I'm basically explaining, I'm basically sharing my approach to trading. So how I would basically sort of find some patterns, and how I would build my trading strategy. So building my trading strategy, I start noticing, all right, something is not right. So I made a few trades, and so my initial trades were profitable, and then I'm like in this a little bit of a negative trend. So why is that happening? So it happens probably because I'm trying to counter the current downtrend, and I'm doing this by basically opening up trades and expecting too many green candlesticks in a row. So maybe when we are in such a down trade, that's not really the case. But let's find some sequence where that might be the case. But well, to be honest, recently it's been mostly down trade. But yeah, something like this. So this is trend reversal. So we broke above, in this example, the 20 SMA, and then we have this boom, like 4 series of green candlesticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 10, around 10 candlesticks in a row. So maybe that's the time when we can expect these many green candlesticks in a row to take place. So and sometimes yes. Well, probably right now in this example, yeah, I should have just closed that trade after 4. So it's all about, right, this index, this instrument is such a fantastic illustration of trading, of all the emotions in trading. So we basically have 2 main emotions in trading. So on the left side we have fear, and on the right side of the spectrum we have greed. So everything is between fear and greed. So when you open a trade and you see profits, sometimes you want to close the trade a little bit too early, and sometimes you want to stay in that trade for a little bit too long, because you're expecting that, well, finally this will be a reversal, and that there will be 15 green candlesticks in a row. And then on the other hand, you're afraid sometimes to execute your trading strategy, because you're afraid that there will be for example, some drop, and your trade will close with a stop loss, with slippage and other issues associated with trading. So guys, it's not as easy, right? So but basically the next hour Vlad will be talking about that. He will talk about psychology, and he will also demonstrate one very simple yet very efficient technique that can help you combat those fears, and so fears in trading. All right, so with me, maybe in my case, I've been trading for quite a long time. So let's close this trade. Okay, so closing this trade, going back to the initial $50. And now what I want to do is I want to wait a little bit, because I'm expecting a drop. So this drop might happen, but I don't think so. Line. Oops. Yeah, like this. Here it is. I'm expecting it might happen from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another maybe pattern, another thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to open up trades after 4 or 5 green candlesticks in a row when you are in a downtrend. Sorry. So that's another maybe pattern to really take into consideration. So does the event of guessing up and down is only event of this live? So we do have another contest which we'll probably do. Yeah, we'll probably won't do it the next hour, but we can do it. We can do it in the beginning of our 3rd hour. Yeah. And yeah, what about our collective trades? Well, so right now it's 50-50, but I think we are not so far. So yeah, anything, they can still close with, profits. All of them are, the current quote is not so far away, not too far away from the initial prices, from the opening. Oh yeah, maybe the Euro USD, I think we are winning decisively here. But as for the other ones, not so much. So, okay, so Crash 300. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candlesticks. So now we have time to start doing the counter trend strategy. So, and in case, so right now I'm showing you the other side of the coin, right? So the two sides of the same coin, right? So now we are doing the catch the crash strategy, right? And in this case, what I'm trying to do is, so I need to count, right? It's like playing cards. You need to count. You need to know which cards are still in the deck and which cards are already out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the 8th green candlestick in a row. Okay, so I think we are finally, looks like we are finally reversing on this instrument. But at the same time, I think the 20 SMA, as you can see previously from the previous experience, it works, it acts as a resistance level a lot. Okay, so my trade closes and let's open down trade. Okay, so another down trade, but I increase the amount invested. Maybe next time, I don't think that it will happen during today's webinar. I'm trying not to overload you with information, but maybe next time I'm thinking of actually, doing, like combining, like these quick trades, scalping on this asset. With more long-term trades with this asset, so that'll be interesting. All right, so we'll talk about that probably some other day. how long this webinar will be. Well, we plan this webinar to last 4 hours. So this is the first hour, and then we have 3 more hours, but obviously you can stay with us for as long as you want. So maybe you can stay with us for the whole duration of this of today, or maybe you can join our next hour. It's up to you. But this webinar will definitely stay in the recordings in our YouTube channel, and basically you can watch it at any time you want. Wow, beautiful. So I open and immediately I have plus 100%. So guys, do I close this trade or do I wait? Now that is the biggest question. So since we are again below this the 20 SMA, I think that I might want to wait, and maybe I'll set a stop loss in this case, and I want to set my stop loss to say 55%. Okay, I'll be a little greedy. Okay, so that'll be enough for, let me see, probably 1 candlestick. So because as per previous experience, you know that such drops can happen within so there might be another red candlestick, even this one, I don't know, but we'll see. I think Olymp Trade have to add more low-level multiplier in Crash 200. Well, maybe we'll do it. We are considering different options, and so one of these options was to introduce like different different multipliers, different instruments. All right, guys, so I think I'm almost out of this trade. All right, so I'm closing this trade. I was trying to modify my trade during last minute. So, So we have just a few minutes before our next webinar, and let me go ahead and answer some questions from the chat. Boom. Yeah, this is okay. So as you can see, guys, it's quite a tricky asset, and it seems that I pretty much I was about to modify this stop loss, but I didn't have time. But so when you learn, especially when you trade, I really recommend that you learn how different instruments work, and I think this this example here is a very good one, because you can see how you can build your trading strategy if you notice these if you start noticing these different patterns that exist there. So how many green candlesticks are there on average, like how many red candlesticks, what about their size, because as you can see, red candlesticks, they are of different size often. All right. Alrighty, so it's a boom. It's too much risk. Well, risk depends pretty much. It's a derivative of the amount that you invest. So, for example, let's imagine I invest. I would invest $1 in each trade. So does this seem risky now? No, it doesn't seem risky at all, right? Because it's just $1. So oftentimes risk is the measure of the amount that you put in each trade. So if you feel that trading is becomes risky, turns risky in your example, in your situation, then probably you are just basically trading out of your comfort zone, right? Because everyone has their comfort zones, and you should always try and stay within this this comfort zone. There is even this very famous book which is called Trading in the Zone, which basically which basically talks about the necessity of controlling your emotions and to having this really relaxed attitude while trading. So you shouldn't like really push yourself to do risky trades, to take risky trades, and to do something that is not comfortable to your psychic. Try forex with compounding. All right, yeah, that's another approach, like compounding your basically reinvesting. I think that you that you refer to reinvesting your profit, and I would say that that's true. When you trade, eventually you start reinvesting your profits. All right, so dear traders, I'm closing this webinar with a little bit of profit, so it's around $42, I think. Yeah, it's $42. Thanks for your attention right now. So what we are going to do next is I'm gonna stop my my video, and in 2-3 minutes my colleague Vlad will join this trading session, and he will talk about very important aspects of trading, which are psychology of trading. And also in the middle of the next hour I will join with the results of our first contest, and and then we'll continue. So I'm not saying goodbye for today, I'm just saying so long, and I will join you in in fact in 30 to 40 minutes maybe. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you shortly. See you.
All right, so we are back. We are back with our marathon. So my name is Vlad. I'm a financial analyst at Olymp Trade. Today I'm going to discuss with you some theory basics. Please let me know before we proceed whether you can clearly hear me, see everything that is happening on the screen. Well, at least I can see myself. Everything is good with it. Let me know. 1 2 1 2. Okay, cool. I can hear myself, but in the meantime, dear traders, I would like to ask you to be more active in the live chat. So make some noise. Do not be afraid. Everything is okay. We are here to entertain you. We are here to teach you some interesting techniques in trading, basic patterns, and all other knowledge. So please continue watching us. Today we have 3 more hours of content, so there will be definitely something that you do not wish to miss. Alright, so today I would like to discuss with you well, actually 2 topics, but during this hour we are going to discuss a specific one, which is called money management and risk management. So, this is it. This is how we are going to start our presentation. So, sit back, relax, grab some tea, and here we go. Right, so, um, to start this conversation, I would like to remind you all about the necessity of being careful when opening deals. How to understand whether I'm careful, whether or not, like, because oftentimes I hear I get some feedback from traders who say, well, I perfectly know my strategy. I know how to open a trade. I know when to close the trade, but still I do not get significant improvements. I do not get some positive results. So what's the point? I would say that picking the right strategy, picking the perfect strategy, is only 1/3 part of a success. So that's the point. This is just a pure fact. If you do not believe me, you may go to the internet and see for yourself. Many other speakers, many other traders, experienced ones, they tell about the same thing. Picking the right strategy is just a small part of your success. So what about the other 2/3 parts? Well, we'll talk about 1/3 part on this session. So stay tuned. Uh, so this topic, as I was saying, is called money and risk management. And what is it actually? Let me answer the questions that I mentioned previously and tell you a little bit more about it. So, during this session, we are going to discuss what are money management and risk management, why they are necessary for every trader. We will also talk about rules of money management and risk management and how these methods affect trading results. Okay, so here we go. So what is money management? This is an instrument, this is a tool to help traders regulate their finances. Money management involves a set of rules for making decisions to increase trading efficiency. These rules help with planning and monitoring trades. So ideally, money management is the way you operate with your given funds, with your investments, in order not to to cause any damage to these funds. With a money management system in place, traders are made in accordance with a strategy instead of spontaneously. So this is a key, the first key to success. I would say, like certain rules, certain discipline is way better comparing to chaos. Well, text in the live chat if you agree with me or not. And plus, again, reminding you to ask your questions more actively. Next, what is risk management? Risk management is a part of money management system. This involves minimizing trading risks. It helps traders to protect their original investments even in the event of bad forecasts. So ideally, money management and risk management, well, they represent the same topic, right? So whenever someone is saying, "Oh, it's related to money management," well, it's also should be related to risk management. Unsuccessful trades always happen. The goal is to stop them from breaking the bank and to keep their number lower than the number of successful trades. Yeah, that's another story. The point is that traders still think that they can trade, or they hope, they aim for trading without losses and with maximized profit. Well, I can tell you that it's not going to happen. This is life, and even the most experienced traders might be having losses on their trading path. So it's not a big deal. You just have to live with this thought, and yeah, after that, life will become way easier. So the point is, as I was saying, losses may happen on a regular basis, But the point is that this risk and money management technique allows you to get rid of unnecessary risks, right? Because risk is always there when we make any investment decision, and let's say buying a car, uh, buying some food from the restaurant, and all other needs that we are paying for represent our investment decisions. So they are our investment decisions. And the point is that there might be good decisions or bad ones. So, well, let's say I bought some food for myself and got food poisoning. Well, it was kind of bad investment decision, but who knew? Well, how to protect yourself from food poisoning? Let's say buying food in those places that you already checked, that they're already proven, they have some good feedback, so on and on. And this is the main point. This is the main point that we should take safety measures before starting doing something. Well, same applies to trading. Sorry for my metaphors, but on today's session I will be providing some metaphors for you in order to make it possible for you to better understand the main concept, right? So, as I was saying, you should understand there will always be bad investment decisions, but you should be able to cover them with much more profitable investment decisions. And get rid of unnecessary risks. Of course, we will discuss more about it on our next slides. Why do you need money management? Well, the points are: trade calmly, without stress, anxiety, or excitement. True. Make decisions quickly by following the system and the strategy. Well, again, rule number 2. Rule number 3: get maximum revenue with minimal risks. Basically, that was exactly as I was telling you a few moments back. Get stable revenue that can be withdrawn regularly. Minimize drawdowns and stop recklessly losing money. Discern the right moment to make a trade. Avoid risky decisions and maintain your balance. Well, some of these points repeat themselves. Well, these are kind of same sentences combined with different words. However, the point of this presentation, the point of my today's speech, is to let you understand that well, we will be repeating ourselves during our education program, simply because the more time we highlight the same topic, the better you will remember about that. This is how it works. Rules of money management and risk management. So among the most important rules of RM and MM strategy is to keep a trading log. Well, it's also called a trading journal, right? So what is a trading journal? It's well, some sheet that you may find anywhere, or some table that you may fill in order to identify your trades, how well they go, identify typical mistakes that you make when opening these deals, and all these factors. The amount you invest. Well, of course, it's also important. There is a big difference between investing $100 and investing $10,000, right? Bigger money lead to lesser risks. Well, this is how the money works. The point is that, well, I think that you've heard about the proverb saying money makes money, and this is true. You may ask yourself, why do these billionaires keep on making money without doing anything? Well, simply because they have quite a big initial investment amount that they can operate with. They can invest it in stocks, they can invest in some other businesses, and invest into charity in order to reduce taxes. So this is how they make profit. So the investment amount matters a lot. Next thing, limiting the amount of money per trade. Again, there is an amount that you invest let's say on the platform or to the broker, and there's an amount that you put in a single trade. And of course, these amounts should not be equal. Calculating expected returns, you should understand how much you are going to get over a certain trading period. Minimizing risks, well, that's kind of obvious, and of course we'll highlight it a little bit later. Trading log. Trading log keeps a record of all trades. So this is necessary to optimize fixed time trades, trading, and accomplish the following: collect trading statistics, analyze trading results, make good decisions, find mistakes in the strategy. Again, how to create this trading log? Well, you may either check those templates that can be found on the web, or simply create some Excel file and name columns after let's say date and time of opening deal, direction in which I've opened my deal, like some reason why I opened this deal, reason why I closed this trade, why did it close, and let's say a column for further notes. This may greatly help you to again understand yourself, understand your approach. Because some people, when I ask them, what's your trading technique, they cannot answer me. They just say, well, I have some gut feelings that like make me to open my trades. Well, in my humble opinion, this is quite a wrong approach to trading. Because again, this creates chaos. And in order to prevent it, you should learn, you should understand how do you trade. The amount you invest. Investing too little money makes trading more difficult and risky because a trader will likely not see any fruit from the trade. And that's true. Fear can get in the way of managing a large amount of money. A trader can become overly cautious and insensitive, slowing down their decision making. So there was a keyword which was called fear, and we will be discussing about trading psychology on our next session. After my colleague Thomas will conduct another trading webinar, I will return back to you and we will discuss about trading psychology. So, yeah, everything that you can see on the screen, you may later on, get from our support team. So just text to them and ask them to provide you with this PDF file. Again, we are free to provide it to you in order to increase your knowledge. You may use it as some sort of hint in order to make your trading more stable, more secure, less risky, and more profitable. Right, trade amounts. When making trades using almost the entire amount in your account, you risk too much. Well, that's true. So let's say I make an investment of $1,000, and what amount I'm going to choose, what's recommended one. If you read the sentence down below, it says the recommended rate is 1 to 5% of your balance. That's okay. Some people say they should stick to 5%, some say 3%, some may say 1%. However, it may also depend on the amount, on the total amount that you invested to your broker. For example, if your account balance is 1,000, the optimal amount for each trade would be up to $50. That's okay. But if you're just starting your trader's path and just finished your training on the demo account and just switch to the real account, of course you may start with the minimum amount, say $1, $2, $3. No one punish you for that. The point is that you should at least get used to it, get used to the process. This is how it's done in a trading world. Of course, I can keep on trading on demo account for months, years, reading more about other strategies, other trading approaches, learning more about risk money management. But again, ask yourself a question: will it make me closer to my goal that I set for myself? like a financial goal. Well, this is kind of open question. Next, we will talk about expected returns. The trader chooses a set amount of returns as a benchmark. There is no need to open trades that are not capable of making a corresponding profit. Don't waste your time taking risks in the hopes of making a major profit. So the point is over here is that you should not aim for impossible profit amounts. Again, let's return back to this example with $1,000 deposit. You invested this amount, and well, I guess it would be not quite a good idea to expect a $10,000 result in terms of profit after 1 month of trading, right? Instead, I would like to greatly lower the goal that you set for yourself in terms of profit that you're going to get from this $1,000, right? It will greatly help you on your trading path, because setting way higher goals will make you to jump even higher. And in the meantime, there is like a physical and psychological level that you cannot jump over, right? I will call it this way. So when you set yourself a target, it should be comparatively reachable. Minimizing risks. Hedging refers to covering losses from one trade with profits from another trade. And yeah, the point is that on a previous slide, let me return back, down below you may see there is a highlighted sentence which says brokers help traders get desired returns. Expert status clients can get returns as high as 92%. Well, this is not exactly correct. The Olymp Trade broker provides up to 93% rate of return to those clients who have expert status on their account. So please use this opportunity in case you wish to maximize your profit while having the same level of risks. And yeah, you may share in the live chat if you have expert status on the platform. That would be really good to know that there are expert status customers among our today's party. Again, back to minimizing risks. So you can bet on multi-directional trends, making up and down trades with more money put towards the most profitable forecast. In the event of loss, the next trade should be doubled to offset the losses from the previous trade. Okay, how to perform that? Again, the Olymp Trade broker provides so-called risky trades in order to cover up your potential losses. Whenever you're not sure whether to open a trade or not, and you have a certain amount of risky trades in your platform account, well, you may freely use it. In case you're not sure, your risky trades will help you to secure your financial risks and provide you with, I would say, will provide you with this feeling that you're not afraid of opening this deal. You're not hesitating anymore. And yeah, by hedging, that it was mentioned previously, you may open trades. Yeah, of course, you may build in these risky trades into your current trading strategy. For example, you open a deal in upwards direction, and in order to secure your trade and make sure that you will definitely get 100% result, profitable result from this trading activity, you may open a down trade. However, you should activate the risky trade. This is how it works. Next, what do you need for trading? At first, there should be a trading strategy or trading system which contains strategy and certain approach for that. There should be a trading plan, definitely. What do I mean by trading plan? This is a set of goals that you create for yourself. How much money, how much profit I'm planning to get by the end of this month, by the end of this year. by the end of this week or day. So of course this trading plan can be as detailed as possible, right? How many trades approximately I'm planning to open during the day, or other rules that you set for yourself that will fit your trading approach. Next, there should be a trading log with trade descriptions. Well, a little bit later I will show you how a typical trading log or trading journal look like. Log of emotions experienced during trading, and of course both trading log and log of emotions can be combined together. Whenever you open a trade, you just note it down in your trading journal and just specify what caused you to open this trade, or why did you close this trade beforehand, right? So controlling your emotions is also important, and we will definitely talk more about that during our next session, where I will be telling you about trading psychology. Okay, moving next. Practical advice for trading by the rules. Well, at first you should stick with the trend. Don't try to chase the trend as it changes. In the US, they say trend is your friend. All right, so we should better work according to the trend, according to those majority people who who move the price graph into a certain direction. Don't make bets in anticipation or major market news. Wait for everything to settle down and become clear. Over here, that's a very important point, is that even if you are not following the fundamental analysis, you should still take market news into consideration. If there is some major market event, you should refrain yourself from trading during this time period, because when it comes to large trading news, the market may become unpredictable. Just keep this in mind. Don't open too many trades for related assets at the same time. Diversify your investment. Well, again, that's true. I will 100% agree with that. There is no need to open too many trades. For those who watched my webinars that I conducted, those practice webinars, I prefer this trading approach which says one trade at a time. So I open one trade and not paying attention to anything until my current trade is closed. Don't play averages. If a forecast for an asset fails, don't bet on it again and again. Only raise your stakes for profitable trades. And again, another useful advice: there is no need to run for this profit, no need to try to recover your losses by any means necessary, only when everything is calculated by you on the shore. Don't bet the entire balance in your account all at once. So this is not a casino. You don't have to open like a trade for the entire amount. So please be careful with that. Again, returning back to this slide where it was said 1 to 5% of the total amount invested. No need to play hero. Withdraw some of each trade's profit to pay yourself. Yeah, in order to encourage yourself, in order to motivate yourself for further trading, you should feel the money. You should feel its taste. You should spend it on something which you will like. All right, buy yourself some, I don't know, some iPhone or anything that you wanted to buy. But this should be your profit. So you could prove to yourself that, yeah, trading is something that I really like, that I want to continue doing. And there's a checklist for opening trades. So over here you may see a certain set of rules that you should, well, you can make a screenshot for that, and every time before opening a trade you should pay attention to this list of sentences, allowing you to understand whether you know why you are about to trade on this asset. Whether you are confident that this is the right moment to place the trade. So again, as I was saying, everything should be calculated in advance. Am I comfortable with the size of the trade? Check the amount that you are about to place in a trade. I have considered the risks of making this decision and accept them. Alright, so you should understand that, again, there might be risks, but you can accept them. I have an idea of the potential profit, but I'm not afraid of not getting it. Like a true samurai, you should understand that some of your trades may fail, just like any others trades. Again, even the most experienced traders may have losing trades, not just losing trades, but even losing dates. Unfortunately, this is the market. So it's time for questions. I've just finished talking about risk and money management techniques. Let's get to your questions. I hope that you will ask me something. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. All right, I guess everything is fine with my sound right now. Now coming, okay. Teach us a very profitable strategy. Well, it depends which one do you prefer. This might be related to, for example, fundamental analysis. This might be related to technical analysis, graph analysis, computer analysis. Well, it depends on what you like. And thanks for mentioning this question. I would like to advertise our services as a VIP department. Our specialist can help you choosing the right approach in trading. They may pick the strategy that you might want to like. So this education process usually works as follows. As soon as you get an expert status, you will be getting a call from our financial analyst. They will book a session with you at a preferable date and time and start your education. So I highly recommend you not to refuse this opportunity of having these one-on-one sessions with our experienced analyst, as when they will be telling something to you, you will be getting an experience, a pure experience that a person had over past couple of years. All right, so all our analysts have at least 2-3 year experience in trading, and some of them even more. So that's why it's so important to understand how what's the best approach in trading right now, how to act in crisis situations, what to do with your initial amount to put in a trade, how to pick the best strategy, and many other questions are being answered by our experienced team. So right now I highly recommend you to consider becoming an expert if you haven't received one. Alright, so thus there will be a PDF or pic you are using. Again, as I was saying, you may text to the support team and ask them to provide you with the risk money management PDF file. Definitely they will share it with you. Okay, Mr. Yohoho, well, congratulations with getting expert status. Hope that you already in the process of education with our financial analysts. All right, so there is a trader who made a withdrawal request, still not received money. Again, it's all manageable. Please contact our support team, specify your ID, ask them in case you have expert status to connect you with your immediate supervisor, your manager, so they could set the highest priority to your task and manage it properly. Uh, okay, verified account. All right, and somehow still people are making losses every day. Well, again, as I was saying, I make losses on a daily basis, my colleagues make losses on a daily basis, but despite this fact, we are also making profits on a daily basis. So please consider this as a rule. So there will be losses, there will be profits, and it depends on how well you learned the risk or money management strategy. Is what is the ratio of your winning trades comparing to losing trades, right? That's why I highly recommend you all to um, have your own trading journal in order to add your all of your trades that you open throughout the day. In the very beginning of the day, you may count simply how much profit you made. Also, on the platform, there is an option to download the trading statistics of your trades. Well, this might be some sort of a trading log, automatically created one. You may do this somewhere in the account profile. That's the trick. So always try to create some sort of a disciplined approach to trading. This is what I would like to advise to everyone, to new traders especially. Those who are experienced, they already know that they need to calm themselves down, to follow certain rules that they set for themselves, so on and on. However, I would say that in trading, this is why I like this sphere, simply because every day you learn something new. Every day you're sharpening your skills. So that's why it's so important to be on this wave, to understand what's going on the market right now, how this or that news affected the market price. You should know the psychology of assets that you are trading on, right? Why is it growing? Why did it fall? Etc. This might be complicated, but over time, you will get enough skills in order to be able to explain the same thing to everyone else, to your colleagues, to your friends who might be interested in starting trading, following by your success story. So, of course, whenever a person starts trading more effectively, or once he starts getting successful results, once he shares this information with others, others will want to to act like him, and there is nothing weird in that. All right. So again, dear traders, please text to the support team in case you are having any type of transaction issues, as they will be resolved. So unfortunately, right now, during this webinar, I cannot assist you with that. Hope that you understand me. In the meantime, dear traders, I would like to ask you if you have any questions related to risk or money management. Feel free to ask them in this live chat, because it's really important for me to make sure that you understand everything from what we just discussed. Because in this presentation, it doesn't contain the entire knowledge. You cannot just fit into this small 17 slides presentation everything, all the knowledge and all these things. So that's why something might be missing. All right, but in the meantime, let me tell you about a set of rules that traders should maintain in order to follow the risk money management techniques. At first, you should set clear goals. You should define your financial objectives and risk tolerance before engaging in trading and to guide your decisions. Secondly, you should diversify your risks. Spread your investments across different assets to reduce risk and increase the potential for returns. Right? So never put all eggs in one single basket. Try to use different assets for trading. So that's why you should pick multiple assets, learn how they move, so on and on. In the meantime, you should also know how to operate with multiple strategies, because remember that market is always changing. If your strategy works today, there is no guarantee it will be working, it will be providing the same result in 1 month, for example. Right? So you should be always ready, always prepared, always be in the know what is happening. If you are a forex trader, please also know not to forget about using stop loss orders. All right, my colleague Thomas today, he already mentioned about putting stop loss, take profits while opening deals. So these pending orders will make you control your risks. So this is what we were discussing today. Yeah, stop loss will prevent you from losing even more. Yeah, I know that traders may not like this type of order simply because, simply because of its name, stop loss, and this loss keyword makes some people sad. So please do not pay that much attention to it. Of course, you should avoid emotional trading. Make decisions based on analysis and strategy rather than emotions, as impulsive actions can lead to poor outcomes. Sorry. Well, and one more thing that some people may forget about is about adapting to market conditions. So an experienced trader should always be flexible and adjust his strategies based on changing market trends and conditions. So that's why this is an addition to what I already mentioned just a few moments back. Be flexible. This is the right word of describing how a trader should act when, let's say, on one asset he's having no longer, let's say, 90% rate of return, but it changed to 30%. Well, it doesn't matter how much you like this asset. It would be better that you switch to another one which is having higher rate of return, since in case you are trading on FTT. All right. Next. Do not forget about continuous learning. Stay open to learning and adopting the new market developments in trading techniques to improve your skills over time. Again, lots of strategies are invented on a daily basis. You don't have to know all of them, because you need to know the methodology, how it works in general. Like, for example, once you understand a couple of strategies listed on the platform, you will most probably understand how others are working, because they all use pretty much same approach. However, you should give it a try. Try opening these deals using different strategies. Let's say you may set a target for yourself to open no less than 200 deals using the Kind-Martin strategy, for example. Then you may switch to Horizon strategy with the same goal, like up from 200 deals and more. 300. In case you can, in case you are patient enough, set it to 400, 500. The more, the better, because the more trades you open, the more trade results you will see, and depending on these results, you can, and if you are following if you have your trading journal, you will be able to understand which strategy works the best way for you. People always say, what is the best strategy? Teach me the best approach to trading. Well, this is quite a question that doesn't have a proper answer, unfortunately. Because if we were living in some parallel world and everything was so simple, I could have just said, oh, just simply use the diving strategy, and that's all. However, every person is different. Every person is unique. So some say, well, the rodeo strategy is the best one. Others may argue with that by saying, well, no, no, no. All my trades were losing ones simply because this strategy doesn't fit into my trading style. Exactly, and that would be the right answer. Not there might be strategies that do not fit into your trading style, so you have to live with that. All right. So moving next. I made deposit. Again, transaction type of question. Do you suggest martingale? If yes, how do you recover loss after 4 steps of martingale losses? What's the money management technique in this case? Well, martingale is a money management technique. I would say how to make this approach to be a little bit better. At first, try to limit the amount of steps that you make. We will again cover this topic a little bit more during our next theory session, which will be devoted to psychology. But anyways, during this, if you are using this martingale approach, or we may also call it loss compensation system approach, please check how many steps you make in total. Some people say that 3 steps are enough for them. If you feel that you should do more, okay, but there is a common stance. There is no need to make 10 steps. Well, usually in my personal situation, I prefer to open not more than 5 steps according to the martingale. After making this 5th step, I immediately stop opening deals, analyze my trades that I opened, trying to find out the mistakes that were made in case all of this sequence was unsuccessful, and start all over again. This might be painful, but again, no one said that it's going to be easy. In the meantime, that's why I recommend to open 200, 300, 400 and more trades upon using one single strategy, in order to get used to this process, in order to better understand how it works. As for the martingale, yeah, suggest martingale. Yeah, for some people, this martingale technique might be okay, especially for those who prefer to make a profit little by little, because martingale doesn't provide you with large profit amounts. That's true, because you have to keep in mind that every next step should be higher comparing to the previous one. If your multiplier between steps will be quite high, and in case of unsuccessful result, you will need to recover even bigger amount. And some people at that point, they start thinking that that's too much, I need to recover it fast, and they start to increase unreasonably. They start to increase the amount of the next step, get even bigger losses, being affected by emotions, and it's like a snowball effect. So this is not a good thing. This is called tilt. Again, this will be discussed on our next session, but yeah, just keep in mind there is a word called tilt, T-I-L-T, which is not good at all. Always be careful and always control your emotions. All right. I use minimum 5 to 7 stop loss, but my target is 10%. But because of zone, I fear that if one of or some candles will hit my trading stop loss, or I will lose my half of profit. And should I increase my stop loss? Well, usually I set the stop loss to no less than 20%. If we are talking about forex, well, obviously, then you should pay attention to the nearest local minimum or maximum, depending on which direction you're opening your trade. So let's say we are buying some currency. In this case, we should pay attention to the previous local minimum and should try to set the stop loss like below this local minimum, as it will again help us to prevent our trade from unnecessary risk. And of course, we should not forget about the ratio, recommended ratio between stop loss and take profit. This should be 1 to 3. So in case your stop loss is set to $1, then your take profit should be set to $3. You should expect to get 3 times bigger profit comparing to this one-time loss. And again, another practice for all of you, those who do not have quite big investment amounts on their platform, I recommend you to lower the multiplier size on Forex in case you're trading on Forex, right? Because of course, a bigger multiplier will allow you to get your desired profit faster. However, there is a risk-reward ratio. Whereas higher risk, then there is higher reward. So you should pay attention to, like, if you wish to get more money faster, then the risk of being in loss will also increase. Okay. All right. Okay, no more questions. No more questions. That's too sad. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, dear traders, still, in case you have something to ask regarding this contest, ongoing contest, it's still there. We will be calculating results in the very end of our today's marathon. So there will be 2 more hours of webinars, one practice, one theory one. So please stay tuned, be here. And in the meantime, we can close this presentation and open the platform. So just wanted to again tell you a little bit about Forex. Remember that whenever you are opening deals, and if there is a possibility of choosing the lowest multiplier and you do not have enough funds to operate with on a platform, you may set the lower multiplier. That's not a big deal. In the meantime, it might save a lot of your nerves, a lot of your I would say, yeah, a lot of your emotions, and a lot of your funds, of course, because we always should consider about this unsuccessful result. The highest multiplier as of now on the platform is equal to x500. However, even while having this amount size on my platform, I prefer to use either x100 or x200 multiplier. So since we are talking about risk money management, this might be the best approach. Always balancing between higher risk, higher reward, and lower risk, lower reward. Okay, so a couple of other questions. Should I focus main supply or demand zone where after the price touches Alright, so the message was erased. Anyways, so dear traders, I hope that everything was pretty much clear for you. We still have around 9 minutes to discuss things, to discuss trading. Maybe some of you can share his own trading results. Well, there's no need to tell us your name, your full email address, your phone number, or whatsoever. Instead, you may just simply tell how much profit you made per day, like over the last week, for example. Whether you keep your trading journal close, whether you work according to it, and well, whether you follow risk money management approach. Okay. Yeah. So the question that was erased is back. Should I focus main supply or demand zone, where after the price touches then a trend started, or small and demand zone for small profit, which is better? First one, need only one trade for best profit. Well, I guess you are talking about Forex trading mode, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, on Forex, it is allowed to open one trade per day and keep on working with it. However, especially if you are beginner trader, you won't avoid the fact of opening multiple trades during the day, because some of them might be closed with negative result. Some of them will like you will need to keep them for a longer time period. Yeah, when we are talking about Forex, there is no need to close your trade too early. If you let's say set support and resistance levels, and you see that the price is moving according to these zones, according to these levels, and in this case there's no need to start panicking, start being obsessed with emotions when the trade goes against your forecast. Again, the price tends to drop and go in the opposite direction sometimes, but if the general trend was chosen correctly, then the price will reverse and move into your favor. Trust me. As for your question, Mr. Yohoho, I guess you should specify your question, so because as of now I do not clearly get it. All right. Take profit and stop loss for the day is 5%. Well, it depends on your deposit. When we are talking about Forex, well, it's quite risky to keep your take profit and stop loss relatively small, because anytime the price may touch one of these levels. And I guess you're not here, you're not on the platform for getting 5% reward from a Forex trade while having an opportunity to lose the same amount. So that's why stop loss and take profit size, it's recommended that they should be different. Right, as I was saying just a few moments back, take profit to stop loss ratio should be something like 3 to 1. So if you are expecting to get $60 profit, then you should also expect to lose somewhat around $20. Of course, some people may set it to 2 to 1, but this might be a little bit more risky. Also, when you're trading on Forex, it is highly recommended to switch from 1 minute time frame to even higher one, say 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. Some people prefer a 1 day time frame. Well, this is quite a lot. In my opinion, it's like half an hour or 1 hour time frame is enough, because well, on 1 day time frame you will need to wait for too long until your trade closes. If you're ready for that, sure, go on. It's not a big deal. But if you prefer this intraday trading, if you do not wish to make your trade make your amount of your trade to be deducted with this overnight commission, then of course it would be better to switch to half an hour, 1 hour time frame. Okay, so I guess we are almost done, and let's make a short break for around 2-3 minutes, and after that my colleague Thomas will come back, and he will continue explaining about another trading approach. So stay tuned and let's have some break.
Hello dear traders again, this is Thomas back here. Are you not tired yet? How's everyone doing? So how do you like our trading marathon so far? And first of all, I would like to announce the results of our first contest, which was collective trade, right? So we all tried to guess the quote. Am I audible? Yes, I'm audible. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so basically the contest was to guess the quote, right? So we needed, or you needed to make the forecast. So here are the results. Well, turns out that we had 50-50 result. So we lost prediction and we are not getting rewards, says Akpak. And yeah, so Asia Composite Index closes out of the money, Europe Composite Index closes with a loss, and Commodity Composite Index closes with a profit, and Euro USD closes with a profit. Guys, since Christmas is coming and I want everyone to feel happy and not to have sour feelings, so everyone who has participated in this contest will still receive one risk-free trades in terms of in the amount of $5. That's on us. That's from the house. I just want to make you a little bit happy since the Christmas is basically on our doorsteps already. Yo ho ho! Finally, voice. Welcome back, Thomas. All right. So, my dear traders, if you are ready to continue to move on with our today's marathon, so let's do it. And what we are going to do next, or what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to present you a trading strategy, which is not like a new strategy. It's our, in fact, it's our old friend, and this old friend is called Excel. And it's, yeah, thanks. So I'm happy that I've managed to make you happy. So guys, the next strategy, or shall I continue Crash 300? This Crash 300 is really addictive. So let me go ahead and I'll just check what's going on. No trading, just checking. Yeah, I think that's a very good situation right now. So let's open a down trade here. Yeah, I think this index is amazing. It's just purely amazing. I just love this index, guys. All right, anyways, now my main strategy right now is going to be one of our old friends called Axel. So we need to go to technical analysis, and what you need to do is you either need to click basically start typing Axel, or you need to go to strategies. You need to click strategies, scroll down below custom, and let me find it. So Axel, where are you? Here it is, Axel, our advanced type strategy, and voila, here it is. Okay, so I'm not really, to be honest, I haven't tried applying this strategy to our Crash STM index, so I cannot really tell you how efficient it is with this index. So let me go ahead and focus on our regular assets, where I love using Axel, and I'll probably do around 30 minutes of Axel, and then we'll switch to Kind Martin. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot, guys. I have the second contest for you. Are you ready for it? I hope you are going to enjoy this second contest. And in this second contest, so now we are going to need probably 5-6 minutes for the contest. And for those who are joining this webinar right now, guys, yeah, feel free to click this, to follow the link that I'm sending you in the chat. And in this contest, this is our second contest, and what you need to do is, once again, you need to specify your account number associated with Olymp Trade, your name, and which country you're from, just so we are curious where you're watching this webinar from. And you need to make the exact prediction about the following things. So we need to guess the exact quotes of 3 assets. So these assets are Crash 300, Brent oil, Bitcoin, and Euro USD, right? So basically 4 different assets, and you can win the following prizes. So the prizes are: the first place, the person who guesses the most, I would say closely, almost accurate quote, will get $30. The second place gets $20, and third place gets $15 real money. So this is not risk-free trades, but this is real money. So we are giving away real cash prizes. So there is something that you can really win here. So for those who don't like risk-free trades, well, our second contest, and we have these fantastic prizes. I hope they will come in handy in your daily in your trades. So guys, let's probably, I want to give you around 5 minutes for this contest. If you don't have any questions, if you do have any questions regarding this contest, I will be very happy to answer them, right? So ready, says Akpak. Beautiful. So yeah, hope you are ready for the contest. So just look at these, for example, at Crash STM, so Crash 300. So what do you think will be its price, its quote in basically in 1 hour and 7 minutes, right? So at 6:15 my time, so GMT +3, that's my time zone here, GMT +2, I'm gonna wrap up the results. And how to check that, I will go here, I click here on the info button, and I go, I scroll down to the very bottom, view quote history, and here it is. And then I just need to specify, for example, say this time, press enter, and here it is, the quote. So that's an easy way how you can check the history of quotes, and this history of quotes is, well, it doesn't change, right? It remains the same because once trading happens, it stays in history forever, like it doesn't change, right? So, dear traders, you have 5 minutes. I hope you will like. I hope you like this contest, and I hope that, like, additionally, you like the prizes with this contest. So, yeah, and while you're making this forecast, I will probably trade a little more with this index, if you don't mind. So please, I hope you don't mind. I just feel like making a few more trades with this index. Oh yeah, first answer here. Oh, second answer here. Beautiful. So 2 traders from India. Guys, but please, once again, read the, I will explain. It's not about up or down, but you need to write a specific quote. For example, 12,351. So it has to be the specific one. So because Mr. Teron just said up or down, up. Yeah, so alrighty. So I'm giving you about 3 more minutes while I'm trading. So it's again, I'm showing these different, so 25. So it'll be minus 50 probably if this trade closes with a loss, and I'm already prepared to open my next trade, right? And boom, here it is, my next trade. So we can apply loss compensation system to trading and also to Forex. So on Forex, it's a little different, right? We have slightly different laws of money management when it comes to Forex trading, but how long is this prediction yes, so I explained that. Does we need to predict exactly? Yes. So you need to predict the exact price, and I will then, with the help of the formula from Excel sheets, I will find the closest one. So for example, let's imagine the actual quote is 12,000, and then we have forecast of 11. Oh, okay, guys, I feel like closing this trade. Boom. Quick profit, plus $173 in profits. Okay, so probably there was this double top. So maybe if there are 2-3 green candlesticks, then I will open another down trade. Now, once again, since I started talking about trading, now the most difficult part, and probably Vlad mentioned it in his previous webinar, is about letting your profits grow. So you need to be able to let your profits grow. So you do not want to close your trades a little too early. So in this example particularly, so USD JPY, right? So when did I open this trade? I did open it 5 days ago, right? So for 5 days straight, I'm staying in this trade, and I plan to stay in this trade up until probably like 146, maybe 147. That will be my exit price. Okay. So I plan to sit in this trade for a long time. So I'm letting profits grow in this particular example, in this particular trade. I'm not cutting profits early. I always cut losses quickly. Wow, look, imagine Bitcoin, right? So we are again 44,000. Can you imagine? Can you believe it? How high we are here with this price? So 44,000, amazing. And it just seems unstoppable. I don't know how, up until which price it can go. It can probably go up to one, I don't know. It's almost impossible to tell It just seems unstoppable. I think that we can easily make it to 65, 70,000 before March, definitely. Now, okay, so going back to our tasks. Alrighty, so shall I go for another trade downwards? Yeah, why not? Okay, and I'm preparing to open to start trading with the strategy. So, guys, I have 13 answers. Oh, sorry, 8 answers. No, 8 answers, and I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes. So while you are submitting your answers, your final answers, I resume trade. Oh, wow, look at this, wow. Now I'm on the right side. I'm syncing with the market. I nailed it. So another plus 94%. So I love this asset. I mean, even though the topic of my current webinar is Excel strategy, I still feel that from time to time I will be switching to this wonderful asset called Crash STM. Now, guys, 9 answers. Beautiful. So guys, I want to make a reminder again about the previous contest, right? So our collective trade contest, and 2 trades closed with a loss and 2 trades closed with a profit. Now it's a draw, right? It's 50-50, but I'm in a good mood and I want to share my good mood with you. And for everyone who participated in the contest, I would like to present 1 risk trade in the amount of $5, and they will be accrued shortly after the end of this marathon. So I hope I can make you a little bit happy with that little thing. So thank you for participating. And so we have 11 answers with our second contest. And guys, I continue trading, and here's my first trade. Here comes my first trade, Asia Composite Index, and this is going to be up trade. Why? Because if we look at the momentum indicator, what we are going to see is the signal with this strategy. Now, how do I and what these signals are? So the signal is, well, basically, as you can see, we have this orange line crossing the blue line, and that basically is the signal in this with this strategy. So we need to find a moment when the blue line would cross the yellow one and or the orange one, and depending on how it crosses the orange line, the slow one, basically it's the SMA 9. Based on that, we are going to open a trade accordingly, right? So another example here, right? One important thing, my default time frame when I trade usually equals 1 minute. So when it comes to FTT trades, I usually use 1 minute time frame, even though some people prefer 5 minutes, 15 minutes, etc. Now, here's another example, right? It's the example when I need to open a down trade, right? Because this blue line crosses this like yellowish line, dark yellow line downwards, right? So here it is, and my default duration equals 3 minutes. I usually follow this rule when I look at the time frame and I multiply it by 3, and that's how I get duration of trades. So I like to stick with kind of these default durations. I don't play around with this duration of trades too much. So if it's 1 minute time frame, then I would probably use 3 minute duration, and sometimes maybe 2, 4, but usually I prefer more stable one. So I don't like to experiment too much. So it's good to experiment while you're developing, while you're in search of your strategy. But once you found your strategy, you don't actually need to sort of like always change horses, right? So you stick with your default one. All right, let's have a look at our my first trade closing. So Asia Composite Index, come on, 9 seconds to go. Please close up, go up. Almost there, 1 second to go, and okay, so almost, but almost doesn't count. All right. Okay, so we have guessed the quote, right? We have 13 answers and no more answers will be accepted. So thank you everyone who made your forecast. Really appreciate it. And yeah, let's go. A potential trade. So Digital Dragons. Let's open up trade because this signal just arrived like 1 minute ago, maybe less. So that's an up signal here. And let's have a look at LATAM index. I think we're about to see, yes, here comes the signal, right? So blue line crosses the yellow one downwards. Nice, signal is there. So we open a trade and Mahajantar and Munch. Yeah, all right. How many open trades do I have? Like 6, 7? Quite a few. All right, so commodity index. All right, beautiful. And I think, yeah, this fresh signal is there, so I can use this signal and can open another trade. So, okay, so this one had no chances. That was a decisive loss. And this one, so Astro Index. All right, let's have a look at it. So 10 seconds to go on Astro Index. Hello, everyone. Hello, who's joining us? Hello, Abdal. Hello, Raja. Hello, Jamie. Trade tip. Well, the best trading tip or trading advice that I can give, that I can tell you, is to basically learn how to trade, spend time, analyze trades, have your trading journal, lead your trading journal, and don't be in a rush to make, to win all the money in the world, to make all the money in the world. Give yourself enough time to to learn. Well, first of all, you need to learn how to not lose money, how to remain profitable. And once you've done that, any profitability. All right, here it is. Let's also talk not about just composite indexes, but let's open trades on various assets. All right, so my next trade, Europe Composite Index, right? So as you can see, the signal is quite clear, right? So this blue line crosses the yellow line upwards, and that is the signal. What is this oscillator? Yes, this oscillator is called the momentum oscillator. What it does is basically takes the current price and it compares it with the price n periods ago. So in this case, it's 14 periods ago. So 14 periods ago. So we take this price, we divide it, and then this orange line is, or yellow line, I don't know what color it is. No, it's orange, right? This is yellow, this is orange. So this orange line is the SMA to this momentum oscillator with a period of 9. So basically we take this SMA and that's how it works. All right, so Munch index. I think this is going to be a decisive win here. 2 seconds to go. Yeah, definitely. And commodity composite index also, I think this is going to be a decisive win. I don't really see this thing reverting in the last seconds. Just doesn't feel like it. Nice. All right. So why am I trading so actively right now? Well, it's because I'm trying to to show you as many examples as possible. So as many trading examples as possible, right? So I want to demonstrate different different setups to you, different patterns, so you can use this in your trading further on. And another thing that I always like to remind you is that in order to figure out whether this strategy is for you or whether this indicator is good for you, you need to open at least 50 trades. I recommend 100 trades, because the more trades you open, the better you understand how a certain trading approach works. And also I would like to remind you that it's everything here in trading is a little bit of a numbers game, right? So it's all about numbers. You need to build massive statistics in order to decide on your further actions, and whether you need to change something in your strategy, in your approach, or if everything is good already. Ooh, so many trades I opened. But look, that's in fact the healthy approach to trading. That's a healthy approach. Why? Because I see a signal, I spot a signal, and I open a trade, and I open trade accordingly. I do not waste any time thinking, is this going to be a profitable trade or not? No, that's not the right thing to do. That's not the right approach. The correct approach, the right approach is you open trades, you open a chart. If you see a signal, then you go ahead and open trade. It is as simple as that. You don't need to overthink it. So for example here, right, the euro against the Japanese yen, and the signal is clear, right? This is a down signal. So I simply go ahead and open a trade. That's it. And then later on, tomorrow maybe, tomorrow's what, Thursday on. So usually every Saturday and Sunday, I like to spend maybe 1-2 hours looking at my trades, looking at my stats from the current week, from the previous week, well, basically from the past week. And I try to, I'm basically searching for insights, how I can improve my trades. What were my best trades? What were my worst trades? Where I made money, where I lost money. So obviously after, spending 10 years in trading, I don't do this, like say, that regularly anymore, but this is crucial in the beginning stages of your trading career. That is absolutely crucial to your success as a trader. Right, LATAM index, yes, the signal is there, it came in on the previous candlestick. Let's see, Brazil index, all right. Okay, so it's a break even, right, closes with a refund. Digital Dragons, ooh, this is probably some of my best trade in terms of how decisively I win here. Does time matter when we upload our forecast, because they will be price different when we, yeah. So that's why, Mr. Yohoho, that's why I closed the form, so no more answers are will be accepted, right? Because there was a certain time constraint, and yeah. All right. So Munch index unfortunately closes with a loss. So far it's 50-50, right? All right. So, all right. Let's let's see. Let's wait. Let's see. Let's wait for this current trade, for my current trades to close, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open a few more trades. Probably with this strategy, and then I think it's about time we move to kind Martin strategy. So unfortunately we don't have all the time in the world. That is why we need to eventually we're gonna have to switch to another strategy, right? Because it's on the agenda, it's on our list of strategies for today. All right. Let me go ahead and open a trade on Mekong index, commerce index, right? It's downwards, and this blue line crosses this orange one downwards. Kahwa index, yes, why not? Let's open a down trade here. And how about outcut? I think we are about to see an up trade. So aromatic Thai closes with a profit. What about Astro index? On the last second, still that was almost a win, but no, it closes with a loss. All right. Okay, so can I buy a trade looking at you now? Well, you have to understand that copying trades, like on the one hand, I cannot prohibit you from doing so, right? So you can just do it. On the other hand, what I always tell is that, so my main mission here in this webinar is not that you copy all my trades, but rather than to give you some knowledge about trading strategies, so that later on, while you're trading on your own, you can trade, you can use these trading strategies, trading methods, and so it's more about educational, right? It's all about education. It's all about I want to teach you how to trade, how not just to how to trade, but to give you some like a choice, right? Because when we start trading, we don't necessarily know where to begin with. We don't know how indicators work. I remember myself 10 years back. I mean, there wasn't many educational materials. I had to buy a lot of books and I had to read the books. Now everything is so much easier, so much simpler, because you just watch how someone trades, how some person wins or loses money, makes mistakes or makes perfect trades, and then you can, by looking at that, you can copy the best parts and you can leave out all the rest. All right, now my next strategy here is called kind Martin strategy. So we need to click here. It's again advanced trading strategy. So let me make it, change its appearance a little bit. All right, here it is. Yeah, I still like area more, right? And so 49, and we can go ahead and open another trade here with Crash 300 index. So let's do some trades with Crash 300, and then we'll switch to kind Martin strategy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how does this strategy work? While my trade is still active, I can tell you about this strategy and this set of indicators. So let me find some example. So it'll be Europe Composite Index. So as you can see, we have two indicators in this strategy. The first one is called the parabolic indicator, or the parabolic SAR. So whenever it is placed below the chart, that is the moment when you wanna be opening up trades, because it basically supports the chart, and usually, as you can see, it corresponds with bullish trends. So like in this example, right? So the parabolic SAR dots are below the chart, and chart is going up. Chart goes upwards. And okay, going back to Crash 300, wait for it. 1, 2, 3, go. My next trade here, and going back to Europe Composite Index. So this is basically the bullish trend. Oh, and here comes my profit. Nice, another win with Crash 300. Who needs anything else when you have Crash 300, guys? I mean, it's a fantastic index. I just love it. I don't know, my favorite asset so far. I'm so happy that it finally has appeared on our trading platform, or something like this. So going back to kind Martin strategy, right? So kind Martin strategy, again, this the signal from the parabolic SAR, and now we need to combine it with the signal from the MACD indicator. And with this MACD indicator, the signal for growth is when the area is above the zero line, right? So it's above, it's here, right? It's this middle line here. So that's the signal for up trade, right? So in this strategy, basically we have the so-called continuous signal. What it means is that so while, okay, let me just reload the platform. It's getting a little slow. My cache is probably full. So refresh the platform. All right, here it is. Yeah, so layer of confirmation number one comes from the parabolic SAR indicator. It is up signal, and the second layer of confirmation comes from the MACD indicator, and it's also up signal. As you can see, the area is above the zero line, right? That's it. I open trade in the upwards direction. How many events left related to this live? Well, we have another 1 hour and around 1 hour and 15 minutes to go. Okay, so we need to we have a little bit more trading, some theoretical aspects, and need to announce the results of trading. So let me go ahead and open another Crash 300. Okay, I will risk it, and going back to fixed time. All right, now here is an example of a down trade, right? So basically everything is reversed from the previous one, right? In the previous one we had parabolic SAR below the chart, like this one, and then MACD was above. Now in this case it is the opposite, so the parabolic SAR dots are above the chart and the MACD area is below the chart, right? So that's it. And basically in this case, down signal. This is a down signal. Basically just as simple as that. So we just wait a combination where Okay, so for example, aromatic Thai index, right? Right now there is no signal because the parabolic SAR is above the, or sorry, it's below, it's under the chart, and then the MACD area is below. So we have the so-called conflicting signals from the two indicators that belong to this strategy. And in this case, what you want to do is you probably want to skip this signal and you want to wait for a more clear one. All right, so Crash 300, where are you? Okay, so close this with the loss. Let's go ahead and open another one. So basically trying to do this kind of multiple trading. Right. Okay, so let's try Europe Composite Index. Once again and slowly. First of all, I look at the parabolic SAR indicator and I see that it is placed above the chart. And then the MACD indicator, what's happening with it, right? Its area is below the middle line, right? So we have this zero line, which is which can be barely visible, but still you can obviously see that this the current area, the current stage, the current segment is well, happens to be below this middle line, and that's why hence we open this trade downwards. Okay, so trend reversal does happen. And commodity, yeah, let's open up trade. So the parabolic SAR indicator basically supports, right? It acts as this kind of like this fan that blows below the chart and it pushes it upwards. And the MACD area is also above the zero line, so we can use this indicator and we can open up trades with it. All right, so boom. Next trade with Crash 300. Okay, reload the platform. After 30 minutes, someone other. Yes, then Vlad will conduct the next segment in around 20 minutes. And then I will do the final one, the conclusion to the webinar, to this webinar. Oh, beautiful. Aromatic Thai index. 15,000. Was about to open a trade in the amount of 15,000. Well, obviously that is not possible. All right, and Astro index downwards. Caffeine index, yes. Up trade here. Let's open up trade. Yes, as you can see, this parabolic SAR supports it, right? And you want to open up trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candlesticks in a row. I can also add here, let's add the RSI indicator. All right, so yeah, we are almost overbought. So yes, that's a good trade. So we are almost overbought. That is a very good confirmation that crash might happen anytime soon. So going back to our FTT trades. Oh yeah, here comes crash, another crash. And now the question is, do I close this trade now or do I wait? Do I wait and close maybe? All right, guys, so let's do this experiment, right? I will set this stop loss to 5. Basically, that's a break-even point, right? So in this case, I will not lose anything. But now this will be our exercise that we can do together. So that's how we stay in the trade. So, and then basically it's called hands off the table, right? So I will not. Nice, guys, look at this. Wow, so maybe it's time has come to take our profits, right? So, okay, not closing this trade, right? I will just slightly modify. I will be a little greedy here, right? This is my stop loss. I moved it a little closer. Now I will take home at least 75% profits from this trade, but I'm going to sit in this trade for longer, right? So this is our mental exercise, right? I'm learning with you right now today. So my task, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay in this trade for a longer period of time, right? I'm letting profits grow. I'm not cutting profits quickly, right? Okay. Even though I have this much profit, but look, we are here learning how to trade, right? We are not trying to sort of win $10,000 in 2, 3, 4 hours, right? The task, the idea is to stay, is to learn. Okay, so that's my main focus. And in the meantime, I also show you how you can apply kind martin strategy, one of my favorite trading strategies. So another trade, Europe Composite Index, and as you can see, that's a signal for down trade. And gold, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. That's the third dot of the parabolic SAR indicator. And yeah, so here it is. Yes, commodity composite index, nice uptrend, slowly up trading, slowly but steadily uptrending. That's a nice opportunity to basically, yeah, like to open up trades. I'm from Ghana, please. Who like? Well, I think this question seems to repeat itself over and over again. It's like, so the question goes like this: who can teach me trading? Who can help me in trading? Well, first of all, we can do it, right? So you are here, you are in the right place. We representatives and people who work for Olymp Trade, analysts and traders with Olymp Trade, what we do here is we share our trading knowledge with you, right? So if you spend enough time learning, and if you sort of make a commitment to yourself that you want to become, oh my god, guys, oh my god, so much profit I'm making with Crash 300. Whew, wow. So this goes back to the question that someone asked me, right, in during my first webinar, right? So how do I stay in trades for such a long period of time, right? Plus 289%. How do I do it? Basically, I stay for a long time. That's what I'm demonstrating to you. So you just sort of make this mental commitment with yourself that you will not close a trade preliminary. So you don't want to have this like early closings or early outs of trades. Right. Aromatic tie index, let's go. Guys, do you have any interesting thoughts or opinion that you want to share? You can do that in our chat. All right, so see, our platform is fantastic. I love Olymp Trade. So it's so convenient. You just boom, you have the control, you know how much you invested, your current P&L. Here you have all the necessary information. You go back to fixed time. It's just beautiful. Stocks, I have a little bit of stocks. not much, like one stock, I think. So I just love our trading platform. It's so good. It's one of probably one of the most user friendly, like one of the most like intuitive. Definitely one of the best trading platforms. All right, so cricket index, cricket. Here we go, guys. We have around 10 more minutes of trading, right? And then we have this little theoretical part. And yeah, going back to the question, like how do you learn, like how you learn to trade, how you evolve as a trader? Well, it's all about practice, right? By sweat and tears, right? That's the expression. You need. It's like how do you learn to become a boxer? Well, you go to the gym a lot, and you go to the, you do sparrings and etc. How do you become an artist, right? You just do it a lot. How do you become a successful trader? How does one become a successful trader? Well, you learn theory and then you put it into practice, right? It's, unfortunately, or maybe luckily, because otherwise there would be too many successful traders in this world. So luckily, all right. You know what? I think like I wanna. One 135, yeah. Because I think we might see a drop from here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Or maybe if we do scalping here with this or quick trades with Crash 300, so maybe after 1, 2, 3 big red candlesticks in a row, maybe you want to close this trade. I don't know. I'm just giving you some different options, right? So you can see for yourself. So yeah, as I said, the goal of today's webinar is not to make $10,000, but it's to learn something new, something that you can use in your trading. All right, I'm reloading the platform, right? How do we do partial close in Olymp Trade? Well, unfortunately, there is no, it's impossible to, we don't have this option. That is why when you trade Forex, maybe what you want to do is you want to split your position into smaller ones. So instead of opening a trade in the amount of $1,000, you would rather open 5 trades in the amount of $200. So that's how you get this flexible control. All right. So Crash 300 closes with profits. I still left some profits on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Shall we do this again? Yes, let's do it. So 1, 2, 3, go. Down trade here. So we are learning how to trade here, guys. So Mahajantar. Okay. So let's have a look. So 2 seconds to go, and that's a win, another win. So Munch. All right, so that's a loss. Euro USD. All right, so this is going to be a decisive win, I think. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that this trade will now close with profits. GBP USD. So the pound. Why is the pound? Oh, okay, so unfortunately in the last, in the second half of the trade, it basically turned negative. So I had this very nice sequence, 5 winning trades in a row. Now I'm a little confused about how many trades, how many open trades I have. And one more thing that I want to do here is I want to apply SMA. SMA 20 and SMA 50 here. Okay, so SMA 50, I think SMA 20. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? 8 and down. Okay. All right. So Europe Composite Index down trade. Parabolic SAR is above the chart and the MACD area is below the middle line, so that's a clear signal for a down trade. Wow, 44,000, it's amazing. So don't really like this signal on gold because it's almost a neutral signal, because the parabolic SAR basically tells us, yeah, to open down trade, but the MACD area is very in the neutral stance right now. All right, you're not perfect in trading. Oh my God. Well, no one is perfect in trading. That's what I have to tell you. But you don't. Well, in fact, you don't really want to judge your results, my results, or someone else's results by just 1 or 2, like maybe hours of trading. And I mean, like, basically, if you say that my trading is not perfect, then how about these, like these trades, like these huge profits that I'm making with all these trades? I mean, like what do you mean by perfect trading then? So perfect trading is like 100% profitable trades. No, that's not real. It doesn't exist. And yeah, it doesn't matter, like your what matters in trading and how you should measure your success. It should be measured by your weekly results and monthly results. So everything that happens within one day, of course, you should have some mental stop loss or physical stop loss. That absolutely goes without saying. But it doesn't really matter. Like if you have this, maybe you have this during 1 hour, you're making a lot of money. Then the next 2-3 hours, you're having some losses. So the idea is not to lose too much during those losing sequences. And while you're profiting, you want to profit a lot. Okay, so that's the idea about trading. Like it's not about like always being perfect, always having the right strategy, always having like 100% profitable trades. It is just unrealistic. So maybe 3, 4, 5 trades should close with like some small profit or loss, 1 or 2 trades with a loss, and then 2-3 trades should be big winners. That's in fact the perfect scenario. All right. Okay, now I'm closing this trade. Boom, another $241 in profit. I mean, like, if this is not like perfect trading, well, maybe that's not perfect trading, I agree, but still. And it's not really about like perfect or imperfect. It's not about that. It's about whether you close your, like I said, trading week, or it's better to really judge your trading results by month, right? How many profitable or losing months you have. That is more important. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I'm totally open for critics, but just sometimes it's just, I'm like, what should I do in order so that you call me like perfect trader? It's just amazing. No, you're teaching people, you lost so much. I just don't agree with that, basically, because numbers tell different, right? Numbers prove that trading that I'm showing is profitable. So yeah, I mean, like, whenever you talk about trading with your friends, with your maybe some trading mentors, especially if they sell their courses, you always want to ask for their statement, right? So you always want to make sure that this person, like, look, we are not here, we don't sell any courses, right? We do everything live, and we do everything, I would say, for free, right? We don't charge you for participating in these events, right? So you can look at our trading results and maybe, as I said, just only take something that you like. Maybe say, for example, with Excel strategy, trading wasn't so good. All right, but how about Crash 300 index? How about my Forex trade? So you only need to take the best parts. You don't need to take everything from trading. Oh, don't copy it 100%. Ah, nice. Mr. Vijay de Hosh, I think. Yeah, that's how I read your name. So yeah, thank you for kind words, guys. If you like this webinar, so don't forget to press to hit that like button, and if you want to subscribe to our channel, also feel free to do so. If you feel like you want to attend such trading events or seminars in the future, well, we are thinking of doing another one. We are already thinking about next event, of course, January, and we are thinking about maybe the 15th of January, maybe the 20th of January, something along those dates. So feel free to leave some comments here, and with your likes, with your emotions, with your reactions, that's how we understand that such events are in demand. Right, and okay, so maybe I'm trading too actively now. All right, well, anyways, time is almost up. So Apple with expert status profitability level equals 89%, but maybe on advanced or starter level it's 10%. How to become profitable in FTZ? Well, the same thing. You need to be consistent. You need to learn. Yeah, so it's all about practice. It's all about that's how you gain expertise. That's how you learn karate. Well, how do you obtain a black belt? Well, you start with white belt, then yellow, orange, etc. Right. Okay, guys, I will finish it here with this with my trades, and right, another drop here. Beautiful. So I just love this index. All right, guys, now Vlad will join this stream with his topic about theoretical aspects of trading, and then in about 20 to 30 minutes I will join this event, and I will conclude, and I will do some more trades, and I will announce the results of our second contest. So I will.
And we are back. So I guess everything is clear. Everything is alright. Cool. I can hear myself. I can see myself. So was you, I guess. So let us continue our today's session, today's webinar marathon. This session will be a theoretical one. First half an hour I will be discussing theoretical aspects about trading psychology, and later on Thomas will return back with his trading, with his practice session. Alright, so you've been asking for it during several webinars, during several sessions. This is kind of important topic that I would like to highlight on our today's session. Previously, while we were discussing about risk money management techniques, we also mentioned a couple of times about psychology of trading. What is it? So during this session, we will discuss what is the psychology of trading. How can a trader use psychology? How do emotions interfere with trading? What can help a trader get a grip? How to control your emotions? So all these aspects will be discussed during our today's session. So without further ado, let's start. So at first we should understand what is the main explanation of the trading psychology. So ideally, it's a science that studies the behavior of a trader, right? So it studies the way they respond to market news and changes, the emotions they experience, the mistakes they make. But overall, I would say the most important point of this psychology is understanding our own emotions and ways how to deal with them. So at first, in order to, I would say, mm, in order to confirm our mistakes, we should confirm that we have emotions that stop us from making profitable deals. So, trading psychology involves finding patterns in perception, making recommendations for informed trading, analyzing behavioral and decision-making patterns, trading self-control and discipline, and assessing the impact of emotions on the trader's response. So let's talk a little bit about how can psychology be useful to the trader. At first, it definitely monitor your emotions to see how they affect your trades. So we all should understand what's happening to us while we are about to place a trade. Again, not when we already placed the trade, because in this case, like how to say, we have no other options to choose from, because well, what is done is already done. So make sure to check what's happening to you on the basis of what factors you are opening this trade. Next, if you do not control yourself, you'll make a mistake due to excitement, panic, or overconfidence. That's true. There are several types of emotions. We will discuss them a little bit later, but right now I'm telling you that you should understand these periods, time periods, when you are obsessed by some emotion factors. Don't get carried away, be disciplined about sticking to your strategy. And this is exactly what we were discussing during our previous session. We were talking about how to pick up the strategy and start using it effectively. But last time we were mostly discussing about this senseless approach, like based on logic, based on common sense. When you are um, calculating possible risk, when you set stop loss and take profit on a basis of your calculation. So all these things are related to risk money management. But trading psychology is something personal. So remember that self-improvement will help avoid undesirable behaviors and increase the effectiveness of your trading. Again, this for someone this might be a really good quote. You may take a screenshot, print it, and place it somewhere on a wall. And always check this phrase, check this sentence when trading. Traders' emotional troubles. So again, these are I will just highlight most frequent emotion types that prevent us from making profitable trades. First of all, we have this greed. So when we just want to get more and more, and we do not stop until we get all the money in the world. All right, so this is the type of emotion that we should be aware of. Next one comes fear. Fear of being afraid of loss. Well, this is quite typical. Many traders in the very beginning of their trading path start thinking about like, oh, I do not wish to open trades because there is a chance that that I will lose. I'm not planning to switch from demo to real account because again I'm afraid of getting losses. I better read more books. I better practice lots of strategies on demo account before I feel I'm fully prepared. Well, the trick is you won't be prepared ever. This is how it works in trading. So you should understand how to deal with your fear. Of course, we will discussing in a couple of seconds. Excitement, another emotion which makes you lose your trade. Um, Unfounded overconfidence, another one. Overconfidence is a sin that should be avoided by all possible ways, right? So when a person is overconfident, well, confidence is good, but overconfidence may lead to significant losses, especially when a customer doesn't wish to admit his own mistakes. Anger, well, another one, another emotion which may lead to not just losing trades, but with broken hardware. Like, I saw these people who broke their laptops, cell phones, because some trade went not as well as they was expecting. So yeah, be careful. It's dangerous. And let's talk about each of these emotions in detail. So at first, let's start with greed. And what are key points of greed? So at first, trader wants to make more money and fast. Secondly, he is making large investments, making too many trades too quickly. Speaking of large investments, well, there are no, how to say, it's totally fine to make large investments, but the point is that you should do it wisely. So whenever you make an investment, you should consider it as your base amount that you will be multiplying, that you will be growing by opening deals. However, if after certain loss you decide to make another investment, just stop and think. At first, you should pay attention to your deals. Only after you analyze your trading, after you uh, like have at least general understanding of what happened, why did you make these unsuccessful deals, only then you can place another investments. But again, there should be, ideally there should be one investment over a certain period. Let's say you are planning to withdraw your funds on a monthly basis. So that means you should make one single investment over, let's say, 1 month or 2 month period, and on the basis of that, make some increase in your amount, and this delta, this difference between the amount that you invested and the amount that you gained, you should make these withdrawals on this type of amount. So what are ways to deal with greed? At first, you should limit the size of deals to no more than 2 up to 5% of your balance. This is exactly what we discussed during our last session. Avoid frequently making the same type of trades. Again, once there was one who said doing the same thing over and over again, it's quite strange to expect different result. So that's why you should be flexible as traders. You should control the situation, and yeah, you should adapt to the market changes. Keep a trading log. Again, speaking about trading log, previously on our session, I told you that I will share a typical example of how a usual trading log looked like. So let me demonstrate it to you quickly. So this is what I created just for by over the 5-minute period. So these columns that are necessary to include in your trading journal, they are trading mode. As you may know, on Olymp Trade we have multiple trading modes. There are stocks, there are FTT, there are forex. And traders can choose any one of them. Then we should specify the asset on which we open the trade. Open dated time, when we open this deal. Direction in which we open this deal. Reasons for opening a trade. So for example, I used the Martin strategy, and according to its signal, I've just opened the trade. Closure date and time. Again, you should specify when did you close this trade. And so as you can see, it was a 2-minute trade that was opened according to my trading log. Again, this is just an example. Closure reason. So why did this trade close? Since it was an FTT trading mode, well, obviously the trade closed due to timeout. However, you should remember that even on FTT, the trade could be closed in advance. There is an opportunity to get profit on the FTT trading mode when closing a deal earlier. Next, there should be trade result, whether it was profit or loss, and notes that you may add for yourself. Well, the trade was opened according to the plan, according to the trading strategy, or whatever. Or I won't ever open trades on Euro USD in case you are not having good relationship with it. Okay, now let's continue with our topic, our main topic. Let's proceed with another emotion, which is fear. I guess this is the most frequent emotion that I come across when speaking to novice traders, when teaching them, when explaining them things. So you should not, how to say, you should not fear. You should not be scared to admit that, yeah, you are, from time to time, you are obsessed with fear. What is fear? Well, fear is when you are being afraid of losing money on a trade, being afraid of missing out on potential income, being anxious when making decisions, refusing to make trades, and terminating trades prematurely. Well, in case of Thomas, while he was trading, he explained it, well, as clear as possible. So there is no need to close trades. Whenever you started feeling that, well, something goes wrong, you should clearly specify for yourself. I opened this trade just because it was it had a huge upside potential. It was an up trade, so that's why I opened an up trade. And while it's the uptrend continues, then, well, there might be some price fluctuations, but overall the price will go according to your plan. Of course, if we are talking about forex. Regarding refusing to make trades or being afraid of losing money in a trade, well, these 2 points are quite similar. I would say that, yeah, many people, they would like to keep on staying in a safety zone, in a comfort zone. You know, all these business coaches teaching us, teaching people to try to leave your comfort zone. And partially it's true. So in case of trading, you won't achieve great results. Well, you won't achieve any kind of results if you keep on continue trading on a demo account, or if you keep on reading books without putting this knowledge into practice. Reading books is awesome. However, this knowledge, if we are talking about trading, should be applied as soon as possible to the real trading. That's the point. Mark my words. Right. Yeah. Being afraid of missing out on potential income. Well, another interesting point, again, remember, dear traders, that you cannot win all the money in the world, right? So there might be great opportunities to open deals. However, there is no need to try to catch up with this trade, especially if you just, let's say, started trading. A typical situation that I'm facing when talking to novice traders is that when they just open the platform, only 5 seconds passed. They do not have the general idea what is happening on the market. They haven't read any news, any updates on their asset that they are going to trade on. And, well, still they just apply a strategy and immediately open a deal. Well, give it a break. Make some pause. Spend around 2, 3, 5 minutes in order to understand what's going on. Alright, so be careful. Always think before taking actions. While you're thinking, you still have an option to choose from. After you open the trade, well, the choice is either to try to reduce losses by closing the trade, or to make this trade to continue. And in this particular case, you will be choosing between two negative options. Right, so how to deal with fear? At first, avoid trading with others' money, borrowed money, or your non-disposable income to take some pressure off of trading. Right, so whenever uh, any person that I'm consulting is asking me, can I take a loan in the bank, or can I borrow this money from my friend or from my relative, I clearly say, well, no. In my particular case, I would not recommend to do that, because in this particular case, traders who take these actions, they will be mostly, like always, returning back to to the fact that they owe their this money to someone else. They won't be thinking about trading. They will be thinking about how to return back this debt. Remember about bad and good investment decisions that we were talking about 1 hour back. And yeah, another point is to stick to a chosen trading strategy. So another obvious fact that we cannot ignore: stick to a chosen trading strategy. So all these things, risk, money management, trading psychology, the proper trading strategy that you pick, they all work together. It's not like you should choose from either to control your emotions or control your like amounts that you put on a single trade, or choosing the strategy. You should do both. Next thing is excitement. Well, in my case, it's quite a rare case that I come across among traders, but still, it's quite an interesting one. Having made some good trades, a trader starts to consider himself or herself invincible, continuing to invest more and more, increasing risk without justification. After some failures, this trader tries to recoup losses as soon as possible and again invest too much and too fast. This is what I was talking when I highlighted frequent investments in large amounts. So yeah, how to deal with this type of emotion? At first, you should limit the size of your trades to no more than 1 to 5% of your deposit amount. This is a rule that you should follow no matter what. Even if you feel that, oh, this is 100% guaranteed trade that I'm about to open, and it will be 100% profitable, and I will become rich, so on and so forth. However, you should understand that there are no guaranteed trades. You should just live with that. Again, you may type it, like make a note of that, stick it somewhere next to the monitor or your workplace, and every time you're about to open this 100% guaranteed trade, look at this note that you made for yourself. Next thing, how to deal with the excitement. Take breaks every few trades. Well, this is more like an advice for those people who prefer forex trading mode. As you may know, on FTT, people open trades more frequently, and that's a normal situation. So you should not be in a rush, but in the meantime, you should understand the common sense that you should take some breaks, especially when you just started your trading path. It would be way better, like after you open a couple of trades, like 2, 3, 5, 10, you should stop, go somewhere, grab a cup of tea, for example, and think about what you've done, like what trades you opened, especially if you have this trading journal next to you, to simply write them down, analyze them, make some conclusions, and move forward. Avoid using martingale strategy, which calls for raising deal amount after a failure. We had a question on the live chat from one of our traders who was asking whether to keep on using martingale strategy or stop using it. Well, it depends. In case you are affected by excitement, well, definitely not. It would be better to refrain yourself from using this money management technique. Keep a trading log. Another obvious advice. in order to help yourself to analyze these deals. Believe me, if you think that, oh, you'll remember it by yourself, you'll keep it in your brain. Again, we have this, I would say, quite a short memory in order to remember things, especially when we are talking about big data. So when you are about to start trading, please expect some, quite a big number of trades to be opened during a certain period, a day, a week, month, year. You simply cannot hold all the trades you opened in your brain, in your memory. You cannot hold all of these conclusions that you make for yourself. So that's why another reason for having a trading journal. Yeah, this might be boring, this might be quite difficult, complicated, but come on. This is what we are doing over here in order to start trading properly. Get some discipline, get some understanding on how to trade profitably. Yeah, I myself do not like theory lessons, but believe me, these two that we are discussing on our today's session related to risk money management as well as the trading psychology, once you get to know it, once you understand it fully, you will be thanking yourself. Alright, there is another emotion which is called anger. As I was saying previously, I met these people who were breaking their laptops, breaking their personal computers when something went wrong, when they failed too much. So it's a dangerous thing. So stress can build up after several bad trades in a row or missing out on profitable trades, making it more likely for the trader to lose control and risk too much by raising the stakes. Well, again, take care of yourself when struggling with this type of emotion. If you are a quite sensitive person and you feel that you're always obsessed by anger, which makes you lose some funds, well, in such case, what can I recommend? Find some calm place, relax, do some yoga, drink some green tea. This may help you a lot. Especially, well, I may tell you that physical exercises work a lot. When you do some push-ups, when you go riding or cycling, well, this thing will definitely make you feel yourself way calmer. Overconfidence. Well, how can we recognize overconfidence? Not wanting to learn or heed recommendations. Well, this feeling when I'm the only one who is right and everyone is wrong, well, won't lead you to the successful path. Rejecting proven trading strategies. So another thing, when you see that everywhere the strategy is one of the most popular, and you do not even try it, well, again, think about maybe you are quite overconfident. Again, it doesn't mean that you should follow all the strategies that you are being offered with. Again, you should test it, you should try it on, and only then make your own decision whether to continue using it or switch to another one. Making decisions based on gut feelings. Another thing that I mentioned previously, this so-called mystical feeling when some voice in my head is telling me to open the trade in the upwards direction. I don't have any indicators, I do not follow any strategy, but someone inside of me is telling me to do this ASAP. Well, again, in the trading world, you should not rely on this gut feeling, especially if you are the novice trader. Right? Those people who already have lots of experience in trading, yeah, they might not need any indicators. They may not draw any trading levels. They may not keep on having their trading journal, simply because they have so much experience, so many trades in their experience that they simply do not need it. They can, like a professional chess player, look at the table and see all the possible moves to make over the next 1 hour, for example, or over the entire trading day. Okay, next, repeating other people's mistakes. Well, I cannot, how to say, 100% say that this is related to overconfidence, but still, this is type of thing which is not leading to successful result. So, how to deal with it? Set trading goals, learn the basics principles of trading, and remember, trading is work, not play. Again, trading is not a casino on the platform. I highly not recommending you to play. Instead of that, you should understand the key difference between gambling or playing and trading. A trader's tilt is a loss of composure after being thrown off by something unexpected, right? So it's like someone hits the ground out of your feet, and you are not located in this comfort zone. So this is the way how to leave the comfort zone with the most unexpected way. So in this particular case, I highly recommend you to, well, that's why it's so recommended to take breaks between a certain number of trades you open in order to avoid such situations. So even if you feel that, oh, I'm, how to say, in this flow, like cash flow or whatever, how people say, and I just need to continue trading. Well, in such case, doesn't matter what this voice inside of your head is telling you, please stop. Especially if you write down all of these rules for yourself. So trading plan should be created in a written form. So this is my recommendation. Step-by-step psychological training for a trader. First of all, you should choose a trading strategy. You should create a trading plan, learning the rules of money management. So all these points are extremely important. Learning risk management principles, keeping a trading log, making a note of corresponding emotions, managing your self-control and self-awareness. So these are key things for being a successful trader to look for. And how to manage your emotions. Again, I already provided an example just a few moments back about these exercises, physical exercises, like yeah, some push-ups, running may help, keeping a trading log, and yeah, an action plan will help overcome fear. And what else can help you remain in control? Analyzing your condition with a checklist before opening a trade. The checklist was provided to you in a previous presentation. Regular breaks throughout the day with exercise or walks. Having step-by-step instructions, a trading plan, and a strategy handy. Self-trading, meditation, breathing, gymnastics. Yeah, if you watched the webinar closely, you noticed, well, 100%, you noticed that some points keep on repeating themselves. As I explained you before, there will be such things. So we will keep on repeating the same basic things. Well, ideally, all of these methods, all of these tips should be, I'd say, well, I don't know, written somewhere on a tallest, highest building with the, like, how to say, large capital size letters in order to make everyone to see these key points. Right, so we are finished with our today's presentation. I hope that you liked it. This one was quite quite a quick one, but still, guys, I hope that you like this presentation. Please press thumbs up. In case you need one of these PDF files, you can definitely talk to the support team and request for them for providing such files. So it was Vlad. Thank you all for joining this webinar marathon. Please stay tuned as my colleague Thomas will continue the trading marathon in just a couple of minutes.
All right, how's everyone doing today? So guys, just a little bit of your attention, please. Not more than 15 to 20 more minutes of our wonderful marathon webinar for today. Here we are. Well, first of all, let's have a look at our star of the day. So the Crash 300 index. Well, nice. Such a beautiful index for trading. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate, as I said previously, so these traders who also stated their account numbers correct. So these guys, all of you received one risk-free trade in the amount of $5. My congratulations. And so a few people, I couldn't find this account on the platform, and I think this account also, so Mr. Edwin, I couldn't find your account on the platform. No records associated with this number. Now let's jump straight into our second contest of today, which was Guess the Quote contest. And I've just noticed one mistake here, guys. So this person put his forecast twice, so I'm not sure how I'm going to proceed here. It's a little bit confusing. I just noticed that one person answered 2 times, but we'll see. Anyways, still we have winners. Mr. Alexander wins on Crash 300, the closest forecast to the actual price, to the actual quote. You can check this. You can all check that in quotes history on the platform. Next is this person, and Mr. Osman takes the bronze. And here, so I will not try to read your names. I apologize, just not to sort of make any mistakes. So guys, you all see the results. We had a very close call here with Euro USD, which was very, very close, and almost with Brent oil was like just 4 cents away from the actual price. Such a nice result. But guys, somewhere there were some mistakes, so that's like 300, totally far out. But with Bitcoin, this person, Mr. Mod Mustafa, wins the 3rd prize. So as I said, all these cash prices will be accrued within, we usually accrue it within 24 hours, so either tonight or tomorrow in the morning. We can do now a little bit of our Crash 300 index trading. I want to show you how this index works again. So as I said, we have crash strategies and we have counter crash strategies. So basically when you open trades after a certain event, after a crash happens, so you can also profit with that, because sometimes, even though this asset kind of, as you can see, it has this tendency for down trades, but also it has these long uptrends where basically you can win so much if you are on the same side with buyers or the so-called bulls of the stock market, right? So boom, 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 like 15 to 20 candlesticks green candlesticks in a row, that basically means plus 3 to 400% profit from your trade. And also do not forget that you can set a stop loss in your trade. You can even do it, you can do like a trading stop loss, and this trading stop loss will basically follow this trade. And yeah, so trading stop loss basically automates, right? So just make sure you don't maybe you don't put it too closely, right? Because if you put it just too close to your trade, then to the current price, then on a pullback it might get triggered, and then eventually you will lose this trade. Stop loss, well, it does work with Crash 300, but there is this thing called slippage. So it means that since these changes in price are so sharp, sometimes your trade will get closed with the nearest quote that is quite further down the road, and basically that means a bigger loss, right? So slippage, I don't really have time to explain what it is, but you can Google it up. And so slippage in Forex, that can be a problem, and especially when multipliers are high, like in this case you see multiplier equals 400. So in such a case, yes, there might be quite a harsh slippage. So usually in Forex, maybe that will give you an extra 10 to 20%. Now with Crash 300, it might give you more, right? Like maybe 50% additional slippage. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Now, at the same time, as I said previously, if you open down trades, you totally don't have to worry about this problem at all, because simply slippage will not occur at all, because when prices go up, when Crash goes up in price, it goes up very steadily and very slowly, and you don't really have this this problem doesn't really occur. All right. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. So maybe since we are downtrending, I should close this trade, boom, and not to be greedy as I was before in my previous trade earlier this day during this trading session. I have orange color. Oh yeah, if you have orange color, Mr. Yoho, it means that you take the third place, right? This is the bronze. Basically, yellow is gold, gray means silver, and orange means bronze. So you get, what was the price? So you get $15, and also these prices, as I said, they add up, they sum up. So if you won in a few categories, then basically you can win multiple prizes. All right. So we can go ahead and open a few more trades. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth candlestick in a row, and we are growing, but we are still under the 20 SMA. Right. We can also check 50. Okay, so 50 is far away, but I think this chart or this asset really interestingly reacts to the 20 SMA, and as you can see, you can really get some nice price moves with that. So let's use this one. So as I said, slowly we'll be coming up, we'll be moving towards the end of today's event. For those of you who have been watching since the very beginning, well, thanks a lot for your persistence, for your motivation, and for your drive, because it's not easy to spend so much time in front of a computer, but this usually pays off when you start trading, and when you will be so much more prepared for serious trading rather than other people people in trading, right? So, all right, let me go ahead and open another trade here. Oops, did I just open 2 trades? Yes, okay, my mistake. 1 trade. Shouldn't if you make a mistake when opening trades, you should try and correct this mistake immediately. So that's what I did. So it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you make a mistake and you still have time to correct it, then my suggestion is to basically like correct that mistake. Right, so when will we receive our reward? Yeah, as I said, within 24 hours. All rewards will be accrued within 24 hours, and risk-free trades for the first contest have already been accrued, and you can see them in your trading accounts. Thanks, Alexander. Good webinar. Thank you for watching it. And as I said, we plan on conducting the next event similar to this one next January, so probably in a few weeks. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Crash STM. Boom, another trade. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candlesticks in a row. So guys, you still have an opportunity, you still have a chance to ask me any questions that you want. Maybe I haven't answered something. How I can see my position? Well, I think you should remember your position, but once again, here is the leaderboard, and as I can see, almost everyone has won something. Almost everyone wins something. Joined from starting with headphone. Wow. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to talk for a long time, but I know how difficult it also is to stay concentrated, to stay motivated, to keep watching this stream. So, well, thanks a lot for staying with us with your headphones on. So I hope this will improve your trading results. This will bring better results in your trading. Let me go ahead and proceed with another trade. All right, and something else in conclusion, I would like to remind you about some interesting ideas that are available on the market. So fundamental and technical analysis. Well, first of all, Brent, right? Brent, due to the current instability in the Middle East area and in the Red Sea, Brent price reached $80 per barrel, and I think it's not the limit. It can go even further up. Can happen quite soon, and it can happen easily. And what else did I want to mention? So I will remember name Thomas. Well, thanks, Mr. Yohoho. Another interesting asset that I would like to draw your attention to is Nasdaq, because Nasdaq is trading at all-time highs. I think, yes, we are breaking above this previous high. I think we are already trading higher than the previous high, and it's worth noting, it's worth mentioning that we went from this price to here with almost no corrections. So it looks like it's very likely that we see this correction in the near future. So pay attention to Nasdaq index, because I see that we can easily reverse and get corrected from that. So is there any strategy for this crash index? Well, yes. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been talking about all webinar today. So with Crash 300 index, yes, there are multiple strategies, but I would really like to draw your attention to check how the RSI indicator works with this indicator. You can also play with these parameters, like make it a little sharper, like 7, maybe 7. The RSI 7 shows wonderful entry points. Like this one. Also, as I mentioned, the 20 SMA and the 50 SMA. So these indicators work well with almost, I would say, like almost all assets. I would say almost all assets follow this logic of these instruments. And go ahead and open another trade. So basically that's how you do it, just like rinse and repeat. But another thing, like maybe one final suggestion for today's webinar is to go back and to start just do this back testing, the so-called back testing, when you move this chart backwards and you start like basically searching for these patterns that repeat on charts. How many green candlesticks in a row there usually is, depending on whether we are below the 50 SMA or we are under it. What about the RSI, and so on and so on and so forth. And start applying other indicators to this chart and see how this chart reacts to other indicators as well. All right, guys, I think it's really time that we stop this webinar, this stream. I will continue trading Crash 300 probably for the next 30-40 minutes while I'm still concentrated and I have enough energy with me. So if you 1 and 2, it means that you win, let me see, that's $30 plus 15, I think, right? So the first place gets $30, the second place gets $20, and the third place gets $15. So you either win $50 or $45, right? So that's it so far. It's on bull run, yes, and we are expecting a drop because, well, first of all, this resistance level is here and it can happen anytime. And how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Another, maybe one final strategy that I'm going to share with you. So imagine you enter, you find the market in this situation, right? So when you have 15 candlesticks, say 15 candlesticks in a row. So you can start, in this case, you can start with maybe $200 initial trade. If, for example, your initial trade was smaller one. So for example, if it was, if your normal amount per trade is, I don't know, like, what's your, like, say, normal amount, maybe it's $50, then you can start with a higher amount. Oh, all right, what's going on? Okay, so here it is. Here's my trade. Now guys, on this wonderful moment, I will be finishing this webinar, and I will see you next, well, I don't know, next Monday, next Tuesday are Christmas holidays, so we will be off during those days, of course, as most markets are. And so then I think I will see you next year, right? So yeah, good luck with your trades, good luck in trading. Feel free to contact us if you need any help. And oh, here it is. So finally Crash comes, and so I can either keep this trade or I won't close it and I'll wait for another pullback. So that's how it works with Crash 300, and the loss compensation system does wonders with this. So yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I hope that your next trading year will be better than this one. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.